as he used to in the last few years.
And
they've been dominant years, but this year, not just in the French League, but even in the Champions League itself, their performance has dipped a lot. And I'm a bit surprised about that because they have all their players still in there. Kvaratskhelia, Nuno Mendes, all the players are in there. I think almost everybody is in there. Vitinha, whoever. They're all in. Dembele, they're all there. So what's happening?
The only key player who left the setup was the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's Donnarumma. Exactly. And even that one, they asked him to leave.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's quite surprising because, we are talking about a team that conquered Europe last season. I think they won 4 trophies or so. But you remember how they performed against Chelsea in the final of the Club World Cup.
Yeah, I think it started from that time.
Exactly, and it gave the impression that this PSG team can be beaten. And so I think teams have taken cue from how Chelsea performed in the final in the Club World Cup. For which reason, they've matched them boot for boot. You realize that in the Champions League, they're not performing well. Even in the French Liga, it is expected that as we speak, they are supposed to show their dominance in the French Liga like they've done over the past years. But unfortunately, they are struggling. Last night at home, right? They lost to AS Monaco, and it was really, really surprising.
3 goals to 1.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so we are expecting the details from you any moment from now, as we also bring you other fixtures in the La Liga, the Serie A, as well as the Bundesliga. Yes.
Boss, you're talking about this Iran...
Yeah, Zando.
Israel, USA
war. What I don't understand is that we've got less than 100 days to the World Cup tournament.
Yeah, sure.
Why is the host country being mentioned?
It's because America does not care if Iran participates in the competition or not. In fact, they care less.
No, but Delali,
I'm saying that you accepted to host the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And at this point, you are supposed to have, a very nice conversation about the World Cup tournament.
Yeah.
Last week, Iran threatened to pull out of the tournament.
Yeah.
Because of what the US and Israel are doing.
Yeah.
I don't think this is needed. They cite nuclear weapon, establishment of nuclear weapon as the reason.
Yeah.
But you go to North Korea, what have they done about it? Can they attack them? Or it goes beyond the fact that they are developing nuclear weapon?
I don't know what Donald Trump is up to. All we hear is that he thinks that Iran and some other nations are, they are a threat to the world.
But
or to the peace of the world.
The Ghana soldiers who were attacked yesterday, they should withdraw them. But life first before peacekeeping. There can never be peacekeeping without life.
But when you're a soldier,
you don't give up.
No, you are supposed to defend on the battlefield.
I understand.
And so there's no soldier who can go to war and go and say that because they've killed 2 of my colleagues, me, I'm withdrawing. It's not done.
You see,
so you face it. So that's why you're a soldier.
Good.
That's why you and I are here in this studio.
We're
not brave enough or courageous enough to become soldiers.
I read the statement for the Ghana Armed Forces. Yeah. And they said their base had been destroyed. 2 missiles. That's serious.
Yeah.
And so there should be life before peacekeeping. If these people will continue to misbehave,
you are part of the United Nations. It's a treaty.
I know.
And so these things we'll talk about it, but it can bring us anything.
I am not a military man, but if there's any way out, they should just withdraw them. Masa,
soldier, you are supposed to go to war. But unfortunately, they are in critical condition. That's the unfortunate aspect of it. Yeah. Fee, since Prof is not around, you come and take that seat for me for the meantime, eh? No, that one is not on. Please come over. I hear you were locked up at home this morning. What happened? Okay, anyway, we'll talk about that later. But how are you?
I wasn't locked up.
You weren't locked up. Okay. All right. Was someone blocking you from coming out? Or?
No.
Okay. Because it dispensed close to 1 hour.
Your man was saying something earlier, but you were not around.
But you were there. It dispensed close to 1 hour.
Last week by this time, I had an unfortunate accident.
Oh, really?
So I had my vehicle.
Oh, yeah. And you never told me in the course of the week.
Told him. Okay, so what happened is that Fifi and the UG came for the FIFA.
Let the man talk my
because of my account.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, UG and I had a small accident. So I asked Zando to remind.
Sorry. The driver to pick you up.
To pick me up.
Yeah.
When I was going to bed, my mind has still no condition that somebody will pick me up.
Yeah.
So I just sprang out of bed. I was like 60 and I was like, Jesus.
Yes.
When I opened the window, Eddie was there. Checked on my phone. I didn't have Eddie's number. So I had to call him back to tell Eddie that I've seen him. So I'm coming downstairs.
Okay. Anyway, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank
All right. So we were just talking about what is happening in the world.
Yeah.
In Middle East.
But
But you know, this guy is a student of geopolitics.
Geopolitics doesn't care about football. I don't know why we were asking Trav why the World Cup is coming and he's still.
I was just telling Zanu that he doesn't care if Iran participates or not.
No.
In fact, he has said it.
In fact, if they don't come, I think you'll be happy.
In fact, like he has said it. I think 3 days ago,
need them
BBC reported it. I mean, he garnered an interview with one outfit, and BBC reported that he doesn't care if Iran comes to the World Cup or not. He has said it that he doesn't care.
You know, last night. One of the things I was watching that again delayed my sleep was some of these things. I chanced on a Bloomberg video on the whole issues of Iran and all of that. You know, apparently before the Cold War, and in and around the Cold War, Iranians are actually good friends of the Americans. Wow. I didn't know until last night. They had a Shah. They had modern, westernized way of living in Iran. People were not wearing the hijab as they do now. Okay. People were not covering themselves fully. They were pro-America. Until there was a revolution that brought the current, the one that just Ayatollah Khomeini, the one that just passed, that brought him, and then Iran became more Islamic. Islamic. Then of course there are issues, and now.
So now America says that they have intel that they are going to appoint the son of Ayatollah Khomeini to lead the. To lead Iran, but they are against that. Hey. So they are going to have an interest in the appointment of a new supreme leader for Supreme Leader for.
I heard Trump say,
but is he president of the world?
Oh, but how he's doing?
Because
can you challenge him?
I think he invaded Venezuela, right?
I want to pick Venezuela's president and take him to a prison.
But he's not the only American president to have done that.
Yeah, I know. But
in the past, they did the same to Saddam Hussein, George Bush. Did the same to Saddam Hussein. Did the same to Muammar Gaddafi. Invaded the country, killed the president.
But I don't understand that convention. Is it that when you win America president, you automatically become president of the world?
It's 28 minutes after 7. 28 minutes to 7. Can we do sports now?
They say that they are protecting their interests.
Yes.
The interest can be in your room.
So to tell me that you have interest in who become the supreme leader of Iran.
And if they see that you want to disturb your people, they will come and and fight for the people. On behalf of the people.
For your people. To fight for your people.
Yeah. You should not try. You should not try Ghana. Ghana, we are safe, eh?
We are not safe. Maybe when our people study.
Oh, Master. They've withdraw them.
Okay. Anyway.
But you and they are doing their job. Adelana, your mom was saying that this withdraw them. The dream of every young policeman, military man is to
go to Lebanon. Yeah.
Hey, when I was younger, my father went to Lebanon. Also, we all excited.
And when they come, it's a festival, it's a feast, you know.
That's where the family is.
Unfortunately, that's the time that those who also lose their loved ones also feel the pain and the grief. You know?
Then we should pray for them.
Yeah, we pray.
Remember them in prayers.
Okay. All right, so let's move now.
The World Cup hosts Mexico have announced plans to deploy nearly 100,000 security personnel to protect fans at this summer's tournament amid ongoing drug cartel violence in the country. Mexico hosts alongside the USA and Canada will stage World Cup fixtures across 3 cities, including Guadalajara, the capital city of Jalisco, where the violence began last month, and more than 12,000 people are reported missing. Hey! Mexico will host matches in Mexico City and Monterrey, both spread by the violence when the World Cup is held between 11 June and 19 July 2026. So,
don't you think this World Cup should be postponed?
because
Charlie, look at what is happening in Mexico, for instance. Charlie, you can go and find yourself in the middle of, some gang battle.
Because like they're reporting, 12,000 people are reported missing as we speak. Yes. And this thing started only a month ago, only 4 weeks ago, right? So you can imagine. And if you compare this World Cup to the previous ones, Qatar, at this point, the only thing we were hearing about Qatar is the human rights something.
Yeah.
No issue of violence, security threat and stuff like that. Russia,
and with
Brazil.
With this invasion of Iran, we have suicide bombers around the world. You never know when they want to spark.
Exactly.
People are, they've been brainwashed, so when they are attacking the enemy, they have no mercy.
Exactly.
You understand? So it makes it very dangerous.
And even as a bystander, you can be affected. Yeah. There are times you're not deeply involved in the war, but you will certainly be affected. You can be a casualty. So, like you're saying, there are a whole lot of issues, especially security issues around this World Cup. Yeah. And I don't think fans can even travel to the USA, peacefully without feeling or
if you're at the stadium watching the game, you'll be having thoughts like Charlie.
Where is that comfort that we are hosting a World Cup tournament in Mexico where there are security issues?
Well, let's see how it goes. Anyway. Probably they will have a better security network to contain.
Now, away from that, let me take you to the camp of Neymar. And Neymar's personal chef is thought to be suing the Brazilian superstar after she was made to work well past her agreed upon hours and allegedly suffered physical injuries preparing and serving food for the player and his friends.
Yeah.
Hey,
they say she was preparing food for over 150 people a day.
And she got injured.
Neymar too is spending money.
No, that was back then.
But this thing is current though.
But okay, well, so the 34-year-old returned to his home country last year after his blockbuster move to Saudi Pro League and Al Hilal curtailed by a significant hamstring injury. But like what I'm saying is that Neymar has been doing this for the past, 7 years or so since he moved from Spain.
Yes,
he's been living that luxurious lifestyle. And so extravagant lifestyle.
150 people a day.
He wants to impact people. He wants to impact his friends, So if you don't have food to eat, you join me. My chef is there. Unfortunately, she suffered some physical injuries and now she's pursuing this issue at the court.
She's suing him.
Yes. Anyway.
And he was paying the girl just a little over $1,000 a month.
Oh, but that's meager.
A little over 1,000. I think 1,065 or something a month.
That's meager. That's not enough.
But I did a conversion quickly to Ghana and I was like, there's always my money, man, no man, 110 and you're back.
No, but that's because you are in Ghana.
Yeah.
But in Brazil, no, $1,000.
Oh, Brazil.
No, but you see, those in the UK, those in the US, those in Brazil.
UK. We are talking about Brazil.
Yeah, but $1,000
would be cool.
No. A month.
A month.
You are preparing food for over 100 people.
And you are eating free. You can't prepare and you don't eat.
Okay, then let's move on to the English FA Cup matches coming up this weekend. Liverpool bounced back from their recent defeat to Wolves with a 3-1 win at Millennium to progress to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Here's Liverpool manager Arne Slot after the game last night.
Although a lot of things were the same as well. I think in the first 50 minutes we had a lot of ball possession. We're more of a threat than 3 days ago, but still not that we created chance after chance after chance. They had one chance, scored one, so that's an improvement because 3 days ago they had one chance and they scored two. Again, we conceded in the last minute, but this one didn't hurt us. And after we went 2-0 up, I think the game was much more open, and then we created a lot of chances. But till the moment we scored the 1-0, which I see him now behind you, Robbo.
Okay, that was last night. Liverpool travelled to the Millennium to beat Wolves.
Yes, but they can't lose to them on a trot like that, on a bounce. No. Yeah.
But just that this win has taken them to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup.
Sure.
And so they're edging closer to a trophy. Okay. Now, at 12:15 p.m. today, Arsenal at the Emirates will be playing Mansfield. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta says they will do whatever it takes to win the game today.
I've been long enough in this country to understand that being favorite doesn't mean anything when it comes to that competition. At that time of the day, in that ground, I know that they're going to have the belief, the hope, the conviction that they can beat us, and we need to be very well prepared. Well, today, at least now for a moment, to enjoy the victory because we knew it was going to be a really tough one and a really important moment for us with what is remaining in the Premier League. And tomorrow we can switch. We have played very similar games now in other competitions or in the FA Cup as well. So we are very well aware of what the game is going to demand. So from tomorrow we'll prepare that. You can, but hopefully we're going to do what we have to do and try to earn the right to win the game.
Yeah, champion coach.
The coach of the team of the moment.
He gave you guys sweet victories, eh?
The coach of the team
of the moment. He gave you guys sweet victories.
Yes.
At the time, a lot of neutrals, football lovers even doubted the capability of the Arsenal team. He surprised a lot of people. He beat Tottenham Hotspur, right?
4-1.
And beat Chelsea.
Yes.
And then capped it off with a win against Brighton. That was really important. You were scared when I spoke to you about that game.
No.
You're not confident. You told me that.
I'm never scared.
What's the matches that they will throw at Brighton?
I'm never scared, my man.
But you actually labored to win that game.
We did. Whether we labored or not, we won.
They should have labored to win against Nottingham Forest.
Ayo.
But the league, Arsenal will win it. They will win the league.
And now we have to win this league.
Mobile party, Anna. Arsenal Fans Association.
I don't even know what to happen there.
Because it's like you people are plenty of radio power. This whole week I see that people are crying. God,
all the legends. Let's say good morning to Sam Timer.
You go do party.
Oh yeah,
you do party.
We'll celebrate.
But what prepare?
We'll enjoy you.
The last time Arsenal did league,
like 22 years.
Can we continue?
Answer your man.
It's 20 minutes to say. We need to do the tactical ball.
Yeah, but your man is
yeah, we'll do that.
Your man, your man day.
Can we move?
No, but look over there. You see your man. You see what he did there.
You can't fix it. I'm making no worry. Okay, Wrexham will be playing Chelsea at 5:45 p.m. and Chelsea bomb Liam Resinio has been hailing the Wrexham team, stating it is going to be a difficult game.
Look, Wrexham are doing well, but Chelsea should not have any excuse
to lose in England, especially against this Championship Division 2, Division 3 clubs. I always treat you.
Yeah, I've seen a few. When you see a club grow, develop, improve, and come up through the leagues, it's a great story. They've done a great job. I think Phil's done an incredible job to the way he's managed the team, the position they're in the league as well now. We know it's going to be a really, really difficult game. We know it's a club that's on the rise and there's a good energy and a good vibe around, and it's hard to play against that. We take the game really seriously. For us, it's an opportunity to win a trophy.
So, I mean, that was champion coach Liam Resinio speaking there.
So has he given up on the league or what? He says it's an opportunity for him to win a trophy.
But you know the league there, it will be virtually impossible for Chelsea to win.
Why is it impossible? Mathematically it's possible.
We beg you. We and you are not in your league. We are not. You and you are not in your league fight. We are not there. Take your league. Why?
Last week I heard some Man United fans saying that they are going to win the league. They are challenging Arsenal for the league.
Over there, one correct match, bro.
The way Newcastle did it, the guys go.
Fantastic
Sula guys go was super.
See where we are. We are just third. The third is ours.
Or maybe top four. Maybe fourth.
Third is progressive for us because we will beat Man United.
Okay.
I'm telling them today wherever they
Stamford Bridge or Old Trafford?
Stamford Bridge. United.
Challenge Michael Carrick.
Michael Deng.
Chelsea will beat United.
And we will score them.
Okay.
And them have used words.
Okay.
At 8 p.m. at the St. James's Park, Newcastle United will welcome Manchester City. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has been speaking.
Recovery is massively important. The rest, the sleep, the food, the training, we know how we can handle it. And of course, when we arrive early at home, so it's better than late for the recovery, but it's what it is. So we never have some detail about we can do better thinking in the other one. So here in England, it's more important what happened in the Carabao Cup than the Champions League games for the English teams. Happened for the day one. So it's not surprise and not ask for anything. It's we play at 8, we're going to play at 8. So what I said, we have to travel we can sleep tonight and you have a few more hours recovery from the previous game against Nottingham Forest. So.
Okay, so that was Pep Guardiola speaking there. Now, let me take you to the matches coming up tomorrow.
So people were making it look as if Man City were not going to drop points.
No, but give him my
because
stone.
they were. Yes, I'll give
exactly.
you
I told you that the most inconsistent team.
They make it look as if Man City, no one was going to beat them. They cannot be beaten. They are going to win because they are just 2 points behind us. I said, look, we've seen this in this competition before. This same season, we've been ahead 7.
Yeah.
It's come down to 4 before.
Yes.
We've been ahead 9.
Yes.
It's come. So take your time.
But even Man City, they will drop points again, and not against a big club. They will drop points against some of these minnows that we are talking about. And so I don't even understand why people were making a fuss about this Man City team. They've been so inconsistent this season, especially in the Premier League.
No, Man City. So let's finish.
Now, tomorrow, 3 matches to be played in the FA Cup. We have Fulham versus Southampton. What are you talking about?
Prof is in.
Okay.
I like his shirt.
A flower topo. Fantastic.
Sharp.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Okay, so let's move.
Chief accountant. Yeah. Port Vale will be playing Sunderland before Leeds United take on Norwich City.
Not chief accountant.
You are chief accountant.
I'm not, please.
But you have not welcomed him, so why is he talking?
I'm even surprised.
Hey, so you can deactivate his mic. Okay.
Then don't talk about me.
Can I take you to Spain now?
Yeah, take me to Spain.
Federico Valverde scored a stoppage time winner. So Real Madrid, snatched 3 points at Celta Vigo in La Liga to apply pressure on leaders Barcelona. The game ended 2-1 today at 5:30 p.m. Atletico Madrid will be playing Real Sociedad before Athletic Bilbao take on Barcelona at 8 p.m. Barcelona manager Hans Flick says Bilbao is a fantastic team.
Yes, they have a fantastic team. So for me, it is one of the best team. And I don't look back to the other games because it's totally different now. And it will be not easy. We play away, and we all know that they are at home. They are a different team. So this is also what we expect. My team is good. It's the atmosphere is great, and also the attitude and the performance in the training is good. I'm very happy about that.
Okay, so that was Barcelona manager Hansi Flick. We can go to Italy now because Napoli beat Torino by 2-1 last night. And today at 5 p.m., Atalanta will be playing as host to Udine. We have Juventus versus Pisa, and tomorrow Genoa will be up against AS Roma before the biggest fixture in the Italian Serie A takes over this weekend at 7:45 p.m. tomorrow. AC Milan will be playing Inter Milan. Let's go to Germany now. Bayern Munich cruised to a 4-1 victory over struggling Borussia Mönchengladbach despite being without star striker Harry Kane. Today, Freiburg will be playing by Leverkusen before FC Cologne take on Dortmund. In the French Liga, Paris Saint-Germain suffered their 4th league defeat of the season after a 3-1 defeat at home to AS Monaco, but remain top of the La Liga and the Liga table. In fact, they have 57 points, followed by Lens. Lens will be playing Metz. Okay, this weekend they are playing Metz. If they win, they will slide the lead to just a point because Lens are on 53 points.
Okay.
PSG on top with 57 points.
Okay.
Very likely Lens will beat Metz because they are playing at home. If they win, then the point gap will be just a point.
Okay.
Finish up with this athletics news. Former world 100 meters champion Fred Kelly has been banned for 2 years after anti-doping whereabout failures. A tribunal found Kelly was negligent and to a certain extent reckless in not adhering to anti-doping regulation after the American recorded 3 whereabout failures between 11th May and 6th December 2024. So that'll be all for the final wrap. Back to you, Delali.
All right, thank you very much, Steve Zandoba. Let me welcome Javier now. Javier, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Del. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I don't know where you want to start from. I don't know where you want to pick on. Yeah.
So can't anybody in this world
stop? They can't. So let's move on.
Tell Donald Trump that.
Oh, Javier, no, please.
No, but it's
no, please. I beg you. Please, let's.
That guy, I think that guy is
retract
sick.
what you just said, please. I don't.
Is he not sick?
Javier, just retract that thing and let's move on, please. That statement, retract it.
Okay, I've retracted it.
And let's not talk about it again. Let's move on, please. I beg you. It's too early for this. I beg you.
Oh, but you were discussing it, so
we are through that. We are done.
Also, we are not going back to.
No, we are not. We are not doing football. Yeah, please. Okay. Yeah, okay.
But because you were discussing history and other things, so I thought maybe I could.
No, you didn't come early.
I could also see one or two things.
You didn't come early.
Drawn and the sponge from the books.
Okay,
Hansas.
A sponge from the Hazard.
Sponge from the Hazard for the second time.
Suppose it's you.
Clemente Markin.
This word is a fair play, so
at all.
I watch the network BBC Al Jazeera and hey, when I saw those kids between 6 and 12 years, girls over 100 and something who have been killed.
Charlie.
And the way one father was just crying.
Masa.
It's not easy.
It's painful. Masa.
It's not easy.
And you cannot take this kind of action without how do you call it? Having innocent casualties.
No, but with all the sophisticated equipment that the US and the Israelis have, I'm sure they would have realized that where they were going to hit was a school.
Oh,
they knew. They knew that it was a school. Let's move on.
All right. Okay. So let's turn attention to. Let's go to England. But the struggles of Tottenham Hotspurs seem not to be ending anytime soon.
So they brought in Igor Tudor. One of the reasons why they brought him in was the fact that he's somebody who, when it comes to keeping teams afloat, especially teams that are threatened with relegation, he's an expert at doing that. I mean, he has a record that anytime he's appointed to handle teams that are not doing so well, that are threatened by relegation, he has that ability to move them out of the relegation. But unfortunately, they are still struggling.
He's lost all the 3.
They are still struggling. And I think that apart from the fact that in terms of confidence, they've lost everything confidence. They also have an issue with injuries. So I mean, this is one area that we also have to look at. Yeah. Because if you look at the Tottenham,
it's really affected them.
Yeah, if you look at the Tottenham Hotspur's team now, some months or some weeks ago, they lost about 11 players who on a regular basis will start for the team.
And from that 11 list, I think it's only 1 or 2 who have made a return.
Okay, so that
Poro, and then
so that's the point I'm making.
Okay.
So they could form a team, and I think about 2 or so weeks ago, I chanced upon an article by BBC which created a team out of those players that were not around. So they didn't have Kulusevski, they didn't have Kudus, Madison, Udube is not there, Bergval,
Kevin Danso,
Bentancur, Udogi, Danso, Romero, Poro. I mean, can you imagine? So they basically don't have a team now. And all these players are regular players on any given day.
Yeah.
They are regulars on any given day. So
it's really affected
them. It's going to be very, very difficult for them to. Apart from the injury situation, I think they're also low on confidence.
Very, very low on confidence.
They're also very low on confidence. So
it's telling on their faces even when they're on the pitch.
Very low on confidence. Anytime they could see they go, you look at their body language and their expression and you realize that it's as if we expected. Yeah, we saw this coming. We are going to lose. Are we going to lose again? You see that is what is I think affecting the team now. It's going to take something very drastic for them to avoid relegation. And one interview that I chanced upon about a supporter was very emphatic that this time they are going down. They are going to drop.
But that would be very, very, very disappointing and very unfortunate, because a 60,000 capacity stadium to be playing the championship is going to be something else. Charlie, but well, let's see. We've got some 8 matches more to go.
What is happening there now? I don't think it's something that is just happening because of recent events. I think that if you look at Tottenham Hotspur, when Daniel Levy was around, the team has not been managed very well in terms of getting quality players on the field. You get it? So he was very stingy. He was not releasing money for Pochettino or the managers that have been around for them to get quality players to come and play for the team. His exit for me has also not helped things or has not made things any better, because the players that he has now, you go to the house now, are players that are, for me, average players. Because if you look at this Madison some years ago was solid, but this time round he's struggling even to make an impact in the English national team. We do better than Bentancur and those guys, but they are all average players for me. So it's about one, confidence, and also the 2 injuries, and also the fact that over the years they've also not bought quality. They also not bought quality to make sure that once they get into such difficulties, they'll be able to get some players who can get them out of it.
Okay, all right, but I want us to also take a look at Man City and the way they dropped points against Nottingham Forest the last time. And the two best players in that Nottingham Forest team were the game changers on the day, their goal scorers as well, Gibbs White as well as Elliot Anderson.
I mean,
people were making it look as if City were.
No, but people were also making it as if Arsenal better their Canina.
That's Arsenal.
Necessity is what.
Oh, but that's what Bodro. Masa.
It's the Nottingham Forest game, man. Hey, if you ask it, I didn't watch the game, but when I saw that, I was shocked. I was shocked, and we should expect more of such results.
Yeah, in the run up the matches,
to the end of the season, we should expect such results, because we've gotten to a stage where some teams want to, 1, win the league, 2, qualify for the Champions League. I don't think that any team is even interested in the Europa or even the Conference League, but I think that what they are looking at basically is a champion, either winning the league or even playing the Champions League. Then the worst case scenario, maybe you play in the Europa League or even the Conference League. So there's this jostling for positioning as far as the league table is concerned, as far as the players or teams are concerned. And we also have a situation where some teams are also trying to avoid relegation. So those teams are fighting very, very hard, like Wolves.
Yeah.
They are fighting very, very hard.
Very hard, but
they are giving their all.
But with 16 points, can they survive?
I don't know, but even if they don't survive, they'll spoil your party for you. They're just like they did to some of the club. They'll spoil your party for you. They make sure that they mess things up for you.
They beat Liverpool.
And
drew with Arsenal.
And when they win or when they draw, look at their supporters. I think they won the World Cup.
But if you look at the coach,
the coach running around.
The last one against Liverpool.
Why does he not attract a yellow card for that?
I think he was given a yellow card for Barcelona. He was given a yellow card.
All the time that he's done that?
No, on that particular game.
No, but I think he's done it about 2 or 3 times.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yes.
But that was over celebration. But Charlie, they've struggled. They've suffered. They've labored a lot this term. Yeah.
So it's going to be very difficult.
So it's going to be very. If you look at the table, Spurs on 29 points, Nottingham Forest on 28. Then we have Burnley. No, Nottingham Forest on 28. Then there is also West Ham, also on 28. Then Burnley on 19. And then for me, Burnley and Wolves, they'll fight, but I don't think they can survive. Now we are looking for the last club to join those two, and it could be Spurs, it could be Forest, and it could be West Ham. But I wish it would be Forest, just because of their owner, Morinakis, yeah, and the way he carries himself around. I wish that they'll go into it.
But it's very close, very, very close.
Very close.
Wolves would need about 13 points to be the last but one, right?
They need what? 30.
About 3 points.
13 points.
No, but I think the last but one is 19.
Yes.
19?
Oh, yes.
And the Wolves is 16.
16, yes.
So they need 3 points. 3 points too.
But from the 19 to 28, that's about 9 points.
That's where the big issue is. That's where the big issue is. So for them, I'm sure it's guaranteed that they will leave. But if you look at the points builder from 29 to 28, 19, it is very, very, very tight. Very tight. And maybe we'll have to look at the remaining fixtures for those teams that are battling against relegation. We have to look at it and see whether any of them has any chance. But for me, if you look at the teams now, the team that is doing so well, maybe can I
West Ham are also coming.
West Ham is coming very strong. Spurs will have to halt what is going on there.
How do they halt it?
Because if they don't do that,
because the man who has been brought in is not. I mean, because he's not holding on.
29th, 16th Spurs, 17th Nottingham Forest, 28th, 18th West Ham, 28th, 19th Burnley, 19th. So for Burnley and Wolves, I'm sure they will go.
Certain.
But if you look at Spurs, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham, the team that is low on confidence so much for me is Spurs. So if I don't know what Gotudo is going to do to the team, because he has to do something, and he has to do within the shortest possible time to get their confidence back.
That guy needs help. Gotudo needs help.
Again, maybe he needs a technical director.
Yeah, he needs help.
like Otuado.
He can't hold it. I've not mentioned Otuado behind here, Master. Joshua, come and let me ask you this on whether you were surprised about that 2-2 draw for Man City.
All right, so it's great to be here. Thank you for having
welcome.
me. Yeah. Well, Manchester City, I wasn't surprised.
Okay.
For I would say basically 2 reasons. They have proven this season that even though they have won the league at least 4 times in a row in the last few years, they are not the team they were previously.
Okay.
They are going through a lot of changes, and when the manager comes out to, speak about how uncertain he is managing the team in the next season, in one way or the other, it kind of takes some steam out of the momentum for the team that is currently, playing. And I keep on saying this thing, that in the Premier League, there's no bad team. When you look at Nottingham Forest, right, it's true. They are not really pulling their weight this season. 17 to 28 points. Looks like they are also in a battle for relegation. But they meet Man City and they try and get a point from there. It tells you that just as the pressure is increasing on top of the league table, the same thing is happening below the league table, where teams are trying to grind results and get the point to try and finish the league strongly. So I wasn't really shocked, right? And also looking at the fact that Vitor Pereira coming in for Nottingham Forest is trying to see how he can get, some credibility on his side to prove that he is capable of doing the job. And these are the 2 reasons why I wasn't really surprised about the result. But I must quickly talk about Antoine Semenyo, because I think that how he's come into the Manchester City team is what is sort of giving them some form of, I would say, confidence.
Okay.
Finishing the league this season. We have just 8 matches to go. But when you look at the impact that he has made as he's come in, right, and you look at the fact that somebody like Erling Haaland is not really, he's currently injured, right? But definitely he's going to come back. But what I'm trying to say is that the fact that he has come in and he hasn't struggled to make his mark is something that Manchester City will look back when the season is over and be happy about. Because if you have a player like this who comes in, gives you the goals, he scored 7 goals so far, right? It's something that everybody can look at and say, hey, we are happy that he came in to help us.
But what do you make of Mikel Arteta and Arsenal? I mean, the way they've been playing.
Don't ask any leading questions here. Allow the guy to make it. Then why these leading questions and things like that? What about Mikel Arteta? What do you want to disturb about?
So now you overrule my question.
No, but don't ask leading questions like that. What do you think about Mikel?
I'm asking that. What does he? So I can't ask.
Master, tell him you don't have any comments. No comment.
No, but quickly on that.
Are you going to respond to that?
No, let me just make a very quick comment on Arsenal.
Quick one. I'll give you about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. After Fabian Hezeler's comments over the weekend when they lost, Brighton lost to Arsenal 1-0, I'll be a Mikel Arteta and I'm listening to what Hezeler is saying and I'm not really bothered at all.
In fact, we care less.
I mean, if I need to put a certain posture and win my games,
we should come and play fine football and lose.
It doesn't really matter at this point. Because when the season ends and Arsenal wins the Premier League trophy, right, and they win the season at that, I don't think anybody is going to remember that Arsenal went through the league, they scored 17 or 19 goals from set pieces, 14 goals from corners. But nobody's going to remember that.
But set pieces and corner kicks, are they part of football or they are not part of football?
They are part. Just that, for example, in our time, people would say that the emphasis on utilizing that as a tactic to win games has become more prominent. But it doesn't take away the fact that it's part of the game.
And what is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
And I heard a lot of people, you see, this is pure envy. It's pure envy. It's pure envy. That somebody will win a game and they say that they are not interesting, they are not exciting. They are not exciting, they are winning matches. When the years back, during the times of Abu Dhabi and those boys, we could play all the game, then we lose. That one we don't win trophies.
Who says Arsenal?
Huh?
Who says Arsenal?
Are you not reading? Are you not checking out what the pundits are saying? They say that we are even ruining English football by playing a style that is not exciting. Or you've not come across it. They are saying it everywhere. But we don't care. We don't even want to play exciting football. We want to win our matches and win the trophy. That's all.
Yeah, so Arsenal expected to win the league.
Yeah.
Just as I've always maintained.
Thank you very much.
But I really hope that they don't sleep.
There's no hope as MBM.
No, they don't
say the team well and stop.
Hopefully they don't sleep. Because now that the points gap has been increased to 7, right? I don't
even want to talk about 7. For me it's 4.
Because Manchester City definitely will win.
Yes,
fine.
I want to definitely. You will see what will happen. They will definitely not win.
You are not sure about that?
No. But from what they did. No, finish.
Yeah. So Arsenal to win
I welcome my guest.
But I really hope they don't slump because now Manchester City looks like they've thrown it away after they played that 2-2 draw with Nottingham Forest. So let's see how it's going to end. Like I keep saying, the Premier League is not over until it's over.
Yeah.
It may look like things are a bit clear. It may be pointing out in a certain direction. But even when you look at how Wolves were able to take the steam out of a team like Liverpool, it tells you that you cannot conclude until the season is over.
Okay, all right. It's 3 minutes after 7 here on your superstation, Love 99.5 FM. Let me...
Can I ask you, what is Asante Festival? Well, Lakeside, Lake Busumtree?
We'll be doing Lake Busumtree. There's going to be some series of programs there anyway.
Abono or Ankasi?
I don't know exactly which part, but it's going to happen here. I'll let you know. I'll give you all the details. Sorry. Let me welcome Ignatius Osefo into the studio. So Ignatius,
Senior one.
It's been a long time.
Okay, the shit that.
One question, watch it. I heard you guys were moving to Burkina Faso. Is it true? Ignatius, from Sudan to Burkina.
You guys, okay, you are journalists, so you hear.
Oh, no. Oh, yes, but I'm sure you've also heard of it. You've also read it.
No, nowadays, I don't check the media.
So apart from checking the media, what do you know? What can you tell us about it?
I don't know.
You don't need to check it. Of course, if something has gone on, you must.
Every day I'm sitting there with you. You see, it's a place where something go on there. So the place we sit every day, every Saturday, is a place that things go on.
But Master, You are saying it here.
We sit somewhere every day.
I've not mentioned it here.
We sit there every day. Everybody who knows me knows that.
Okay, so I've never mentioned that. I've mentioned somewhere before. So you are saying.
Dela.
How are you?
Dela so.
Ignatius. So that the Burkina money will be bigger.
Yeah. We are in Sudan. We signed
a contract extension.
A contract extension until 2029.
Oh, okay.
We are doing. You know, when you sign contract, there has to be things that you have to do inside to make the contract to take it into force. So that's what we are doing.
Is it going on smoothly?
I don't know what the Sudan job.
Yeah,
it's going on fine. You should know this thing. If somebody says that apart from God creating the Sudanese people and the Sudanese nation, because Ethiopia is the nest that has done something good for them, then you should know that.
Who said that?
I was all over when we were playing the AFCON. One of their journalists, one of their top journalists said that. So I think it's been on very, very much fine.
Okay, all right.
You say Arsenal has done what?
The Arsenal question there, I'll definitely ask you. And you heard the question, so you answer for me.
He's also an Arsenal fan.
Hey, you don't know.
He's going that's why he wants to.
You don't know. But on a more serious note, me, I'm a coach. I ask people very simple question. I don't want to talk about statistics and what have you. Why are corners in the game?
I don't mind them.
In the first place, why are corners in the game?
I say it's envy.
And I hear people say Arsenal take a longer period of time to what? To take corners. Is it delay or is it preparation? You have to ask yourself. People take a lot of time to.
Now even throw-ins. Look at the time they waste in.
But do you know that the coach that does so well on throw-ins, Mauricio Sarri, people don't even know.
The former Chelsea boss.
He has so much plan when it comes to throw-ins, but because he doesn't do it long throws, people don't even see. We prepare for the game to be dominant because in football match, if you are better in all aspects than your opponent, that's when you win. That's when you win.
And Javier, in the course of this week, I heard Ruud Gullit blasting Arsenal, and they are not exciting. And now modern football, you don't see a Messi, and he misses the Messi Barcelona team, and that we are not being exciting. And so these days he doesn't watch football. So if you don't watch football, you can go to hell. If you watch football, you can go to hell.
The point.
You also have to retract.
I will retract. Yes, I will retract.
But you can retract.
I've retracted. But I mean, what's the meaning of that?
The point I always also stress is that
you
now
watch.
Delays in the game are even counted as data, right?
Yeah.
During their time, there was nothing like that, so they could afford to do anything, anytime, anywhere. During their time, somebody could take the football from the left wing, dribble to the right wing, come to the midfield and shoot from there. Now, if you do that, a coach will hook you out.
Yes.
A coach. During their time, there was nothing like GPS. So a player could be walking the whole of the game, nothing happens. This time, if you walk 5 minutes, something will happen. During their time, coaches do changes based on their eyes. They will say that, he thinks you are tired. When it is a physical change, he thinks you are tired and he hooks you off. Nowadays, it doesn't happen this way. Football has changed with advancement in technology.
But we have throw-in coaches. We have corner kick coaches.
That's why I'm saying that football has changed, because come to the point that I watch a City and one of these teams' games, and City has 17 corners in the matches. At the end of the day, City draws 17 corners. Have you 17? What do you do with them? It means that you are having pressure. But at the end of the day, if a team sits in a low block where they are so drilled that, because teams when they are coming up against, because football is a funny game that you can have all the stars you want, you can have the best of what you have, but somebody will come out with a strategy that you cannot beat the person. You get a point. So the point is that if you have 17 corners in the game, I have a friend who does bets. He calls it one city and a dream. You know his bet? There will be 25 corners in this game. There will be 17 throw-ins. There will be this one.
Do they bet on all that?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
and
throw-ins, corner.
Oh yeah,
kicks.
first corner, second corner.
Good.
Okay,
And you know,
like first yellow card and
and you know what he does? One city he wants to win 1 billion.
Yellow card.
And sometimes you know what?
yellow card.
and you know that sometimes what funny is that City will be playing like Wolves. He bets on 17 corners. The first half they have 15 corners. If you have 17 corners in the game and you cannot do anything with it, it's as well as when you get there you finish it. You don't even execute.
Why do we have to play football and dribble all through to dribble the goalkeeper before we score? Then you say that we've won. When you can use other
your idea of football is not the idea the same idea of Javier. That is why we have different coaches.
Yeah.
The idea of football is why we have different coaches. Otherwise, we'll let Pep Guardiola coach all the teams.
So I mean, when I read that Goletti interview, I just told myself that
he stopped coaching and
if
become a
you
TV
won't watch
pundit.
football again, go home and sleep.
He stopped TV coaching and become a pundit. And now in punditry, what it is that you have to be negative for people to listen to you. Otherwise, a lot of these top pundits, okay, of course, some of them are not top pundits.
Anyway, okay, so it's 10 minutes after 7. Let me go to Fifi. He is on the tactical board, and so if you're joining us on Facebook, he's coming to give us some tactical analysis on some of the games that are happening this weekend. So Fifi, yes, let me hear from you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to your listeners, and let's introduce your listeners to something that we started. How many years? 5 years ago. It's been long.
Yeah.
And we stopped and
then
trying to see if we can
bringing it back again.
Yeah. So one of the very first things I want to talk about was Paris Saint-Germain's loss to Monaco last night.
Okay.
It's interesting because Paris Saint-Germain have a crunch game to play against Chelsea in midweek. And if you look at Paris Saint-Germain this season, certain changes have gone on there. There are lots of people who are complaining about the sale of Gianluigi Donnarumma. That probably has led to the team dropping points and losing matches. There are lots of people who have also asked questions about the defensive capability of Luis Enrique's side, again, probably being the reason why they are dropping points. But if you look at last night's game, it looks as if almost every game that Paris Saint-Germain have lost or drawn this season, both in the French Ligue 1 and even in Europe, they are similar. And Javier made mention of something after the Club World Cup, I think it was Zando, from the Club World Cup, it looked as if Enzo Maresca gave the world a template how to play against Luis Enrique. Be physical, be very dominant, win your duels, go man for man across the field of play. Yes, they will press you, most likely they will score, but on a day you can outscore them. You remember they played against Monaco just a couple of weeks ago in the Champions League both legs. In the first leg, it took a red card for Paris Saint-Germain to get a win in that game. Then they came back to the Parc des Princes, they had a draw and then they went through. So that has been a huge issue for them. Also, there was the sale of Gianluigi Donnarumma to Manchester City, and now they brought in Lucas Chevalier. Chevalier is not in post again. It's causing a lot of stir. The centre-back issue of Elia Zabani and then Marquinhos also has been a big deal. Last night, they lost by 3-1. And the line was on the same template. Monaco were very physical, were very dominant. They won almost all of their duels centrally. In fact, across the field of play. Alexander Golovin got the final goal by making sure that he attacked the box very late, and something that hurts Paris Saint-Germain teams most of the times. Even when they got a goal from Bradley Barcola, they just could not turn it around. And it makes me ask myself, if you look at Liam Rossini, he has played 3 times against Luis Enrique. In all of the 3 times he has played against him, he has won 1, drawn 1, and lost 1. When Strasbourg went this time, even Gary O'Neill went there to play against Luis Enrique. It was the same template again, a lot of physicality, a lot of combativeness, and he managed to get a draw. It makes the game on Wednesday very, very exciting to look out for between Chelsea and then Paris Saint-Germain, God willing, on Wednesday. Now, to the most interesting conversation that's going on social media, I've seen this particularly spoken about it as well. Now, this is data that was reported by Opta in that game that you played against Brighton. Now, the premise is that before the game, Fabian Hessler accused Mikel Arteta and Arsenal that he doesn't have a problem with Arsenal set plays. He said he doesn't. Anybody can score from set plays. The problem he has is that Arsenal take a lot of time in their restart, and that's what coach was mentioning. That let's say there's a throw-in, Arsenal will take their time to restart. Let's say there's a corner kick. Usually, according to him again, it is when Arsenal are on the lead, they are leading. So you see that David Raya, before goalkeepers used to do it a lot, he will go to the goalpost and use his boots to hit the pole. You can hear the sound, bang, bang, over there. Apparently, Arsenal do that a lot. So after the game, Opta picked that data and says that Arsenal took 30 minutes and 51 seconds to restart play against Brighton last night. Their highest in total in a Premier League match this season.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. That
Opta.
Yes. And that statistics is worrying.
Out of the 90 minutes.
Yes, so it means that technically, as probably if Brighton also took, let's say, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it means that we played the football in itself 15 minutes. That is where Fabian Hezler was a little bit worried that it is the time of restarting of the game.
Remember how many corner kicks did Arsenal get in that game? But Charlie, 30 minutes is a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, so he's talking about the throwing.
And
he's
so
talking about
this data.
fouls. No. So again, it was verified. I'll go to the next slide.
Okay.
Talking about fouls. You know, Arsenal had the most fouls in the game. The data doesn't go inside, so we should dispute the data.
He doesn't believe in the data.
No.
He doesn't believe in the data.
But like, see, I feel like, as coach said, the game has evolved so much that teams learn the very details of it. For me, when I look at this like you are worried, I'll be worried. But you can't fault somebody like Coach Ignatius who says that is not a problem. Now, this is a general outlook of how long goalkeepers take to release the ball in the Premier League in the 2025-2026 season. Arsenal are nowhere close to the top. In fact, they are one of the least teams they are one of the teams that restart the game quicker from their goalkeeper.
Okay.
So, Sonny Lamé of Manchester United.
That data is correct.
Sonny Lamé of Manchester United takes 7.6 seconds to restart every ball. 7 seconds. Okay. I think FIFA has 8 seconds or 6.
Yeah, 8. But they want to reduce it to 5.
To 5.
Yeah.
Bart Verbruggen of Brighton now. Mind you, it was Brighton and Fabian Hezler, their manager. And I'll show you another data. Bart Verbruggen of Brighton used 6.5 seconds to restart every play.
Okay.
Jordan Pickford used 6.5 seconds. Dean Henderson, Ross Roofs, Emiliano Martinez, Areola, Marcel, Donnarumma, Leno, Dubravka, Vicario, Kelleher, Darrow, Allison, Rob Sanchez, Jose Sa, David Raya is the last but 2.
He uses how many seconds?
David Raya uses 3.96 seconds to restart play, averagely.
Oh, quick.
Per game. He restarts it when they are playing the game. So you see where Brighton were, second. And you see what Fabian Hezler said. Now, this is another data, again from Opta. Arsenal averaged 31.4 seconds per restart. So the first one was cumulative. This is per restart. Brighton and Hove Albion averaged 26.5 seconds per restart this season, but averaged 38.7 versus Man City, 33.7 versus Chelsea, 33.2 versus Brentford. Common denominator, they won all of those 3 matches. So it is very clear that both managers had looked at the data. Mikel Arteta had looked at the data. Like coach says, you the coach may not be a data person, but the data guys will come and say that, coach, all of the games that Brighton have won this season, they have had more time in restarting. So when we take the lead, we don't have to rush.
Okay.
Let us be patient. So Brighton essentially were beaten to their own game by Arsenal. And for me, the kind of job that Mikel Arteta is doing this season is very holistic. You can talk about tactics, but how to use the data to also infuse it in your tactical setup is very important in the modern game. Every aspect, the data guys to come and say, okay, you know what? Brighton have averaged 33.7 against Chelsea. They won that game. They averaged 38.7 against Man City. They won that game. They averaged 33.2 against Brentford. They won that game. Almost every big team that they played this season, if they waste more time, they win the game. They take their time. They take out the intensity of the game. They don't want the game to be too intense. They reduce it and they end up winning the game. So when we get the lead, immediately Arsenal got the lead. You could tell that they were slowing down the match. Okay. And for me, it was a tactical plan that probably went into the game to make sure that they'll get the job done. So, I mean, you can't blame Mikel Arteta.
Okay.
You can't blame Arsenal for finding a way to win the Premier League. But every season, everybody that wins the league, there's something that's being asked of them. Man City, people say that they spend too much money. They said Chelsea probably used the Roman Abramovich oil money. A lot of things to be said. But for me, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Mikel Arteta has to see it through in winning the English Premier League. Once he does that, everything is sorted. Now, quickly, just on this, then we can go on with it. I'm wondering what Liam Rossini has done to Joao Pedro since he came in. His goals in terms of the strikers that were bought this season into the Premier League, he has the highest numbers. He has been very impactful. Before Liam came in, he had not scored so much. In fact, Enzo Maresca mentioned that he feels Joao Pedro is a different type of striker and he won't score 20 goals a season. Now, Liam has come in and he has had almost 12 goals since Liam came in. Very impactful for Chelsea. In fact, if you take away his goals, Chelsea probably would have been lower in the English Premier League as it stands now.
Okay.
Now, it looks as if it's a mixture of two things. I listened to Liam Rossini after the game against Aston Villa where he mentioned that he has worked with Joao Pedro with his box positioning a lot of the times. He understands that he's not an out-and-out striker, but when he arrives in the box, where he gets into the box, and the times he gets into the box is very important for him. And if you look at the 3 goals that he scored against Brighton and Aston Villa, 2 of them were tap-ins. All of those 2 balls, he arrived very late in the box, and he was able to tap in to get that very, very important goal. Very, very important goal for himself at Chelsea Football Club. I also think strongly that Liam Rossini has done a very good job in terms of the man management of the whole Chelsea team. Okay. There have been improvements across the field of play. Joao Hato the last time played in the stead of Marco Correa, and Joao was very, very instrumental in that game as well.
How about Garnacho?
Alejandro Garnacho also, according to Squawka, Garnacho's game by numbers versus Aston Villa, 100% pass completed, 12 touched in opponent box, 7 duels. I think Chelsea's tactical setup was hinged on Alejandro Garnacho. Villa wanted to come and press. Chelsea didn't have any other winger but for him. One of the plans to get in behind that passive high press was to make sure that they use Alejandro Garnacho to get in behind. And the pace that he has, and that made a difference for him. They are playing against Wrexham. It should be a game that Chelsea win. Arsenal playing
Mansfield.
Should be a game that Arsenal
will wallop them.
They are playing against Mansfield.
Mansfield.
I thought they said they play against. They are playing against Fifi Manfred.
I'm hoping that FA Cup will meet again.
Arsenal will win.
Arsenal Chelsea.
You're not afraid.
But Chelsea has not won against Arsenal in the last 5 seasons. In the last 5 seasons, how can you?
You're
beat?
not afraid.
We need to at least beat them this season.
You can't.
So that we win the treble.
I said quadruple. You're talking about treble.
Inshallah.
Yeah, we need BBR. You're also talking about treble.
But you ask him which team will beat Arsenal this season?
So tell us.
For the rest of the season.
Which team? All teams being equal.
Honestly,
put the fixtures for a bit. Let me get a
all things being equal. Let
me get a winning fixtures.
The reality is that in football,
a
lot of things happen.
Yeah.
But when you're doing prediction, you say all things being equal. All things being equal.
Yeah.
No team is beating Arsenal.
Even Man City will beat them.
All teams being equal.
Man City will go and beat them again.
No team is beating Arsenal. So then, if Delali says that they are winning quadruple, then it means that they are winning quadruple.
If you guys meet Barcelona in the lead up to the Champions League,
who beats Barcelona?
Arsenal. I didn't know the coach is an Arsenal fan.
He's an Arsenal fan.
I've been an Arsenal fan.
So it's now that I've seen a small Arsenal beating him to come in as small.
No, I've been an Arsenal fan.
This Barca team. This Barca team.
See your man.
This is our year. This is our year.
No, you see, in every football team, there happens to be an era where, like, you dominate. That's how football is. But how you deal with the era where you are not dominating is the most important thing. If you're not careful, you will fall off like anything. I see people talk about Tottenham. Last season they were 17th. So it is not as if there are injuries in their squad.
No, but there are injuries.
Yeah, I believe there are injuries, but it is not. You see, it is not as if there are injuries in their squad. Last season there were no injuries.
You are saying it's not as if it's just that.
No, it's not. It's been coming for the past like 3 or 4 years. It's been coming.
Coach, on hindsight, I know last night I was thinking that maybe it's because one of the reasons maybe that they sagged Ange Postecoglou too early.
He was the one who was in charge when they were 17th.
Yeah, but they stayed in the league. They won something. They could have built on that.
Built on what?
On the winning of the Europa League.
It's one off. You see, there are teams that win championship and still are relegated. Teams that play in Celta Vigo, they were playing the Champions League. They got to the semi-final. The same season they were relegated. Sometimes you have in cup competitions, it is easier to like churn out a strategy to go and win a match.
Just like Arsenal is doing in the Champions League.
Go and win in a cup match. But then when it comes to the real league, where you have to play a team that is not so motivated for anything.
Yeah.
You are playing such a team becomes so much difficult because they themselves are not motivated. And so you have to motivate yourselves. You have to motivate yourself too much to play. And if you are not able to motivate yourself, what happens to City against Forest will always happen to you.
Okay, all right. So now let's invite some calls now. Fifi, thank you very much for the tactical board.
Let's give your listeners some codes for this weekend. All of the leagues are going on apart from the English Premier League, which is the FA Cup.
FA Cup, yeah.
So we have just a few codes for your listeners.
So those who want to bet this today, these are the codes. Okay, so let's go now.
So the first one is BW42. D29689. That is an 8 odd code. The second one is
no. Can you start to the first one again?
BW42 D29689.
I want to make people
That's
rich.
The first one.
Yeah.
The second one is BW42 D272B5. That is 12 odds. The third one is BW42 D2 D5D09. That's the third one. The fourth one is BW42D24ACB. Then the fifth and last one is BW42D1EA8D.
How many odds?
Please, 10 odds. Okay. Look through, find the one that works for you.
10 odds. Just ultra 100. I've already times 10.
Now BW
a code
for the matches.
For the matches.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's go on the lines. Let's start talking. 03220-83596, 83597, 03220-83596, Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dela.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from, please?
My name is Abdul. I'm calling from Moshizungu.
Okay, let's hear you, bro.
Yeah, in fact, what you guys, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I'm really happy the way Arsenal is playing. I mean, when it comes to winning a league, I mean, playing corners and those things, they don't necessarily matter because all you need is to win the match. Whether playing fine football or playing ugly football. And Mourinho has said it over and over again. Now, when it gets to grinding results, it doesn't matter how you play. The only thing you need to do is to play to suit your, ambition. That is to win. So, I don't see these issues about corners and other things that are regular. So I see it to be unnecessary. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. 03220-83596, 83597. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Dela.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from, please?
I'm Ofata calling from Dunina Yakunadu Hotel.
Hey, Ofata, I hope you're there.
Okay,
let's hear you, boss.
I Arsenal support 100%.
Oh, so
several times.
I feel yafi.
I feel but the one can on the best chip. I don't know be able for power say no one can want him. Then you're taking a sausage in a J cup. No matter what they will do, I feel yafi.
Mati Ofata Nyaminka. Okay. 03. Hello, good morning. Oh, today too. This is your line. 03220-83596, 83597. You can also call 03220-83596, 83597. We are almost halfway through the show. We'll go for a break very soon. 03220-83596, 83597. Hello. Charlie, once again, this is happening to us this morning as well. Let's see whether let's see this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Bernard.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yes, I don't know why people are still having difficulties with Arsenal. Like you said, must we dribble from our goal post to score before they see that we are playing football. Corner kicks and other kicks are part of the game. Please let us win and live in peace. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much as well. 03220-83596, 83597. Hello, good morning. Kofi. Me who you now so?
Now, Arsenal, you see, I can't tell you no more. Now, win the trophy.
I got 8.
I got 8 matches.
Pajoy.
And I'm leading by how many margins? 7 points.
Pacho, aye.
Oh, and I said mobile. Now, love from more technicians and one more coin machine. The moon, Yantamon can years out.
Oh, really, eh?
Chase, Mocasan crowd, actually. And then let the technicians and again, no more did I
Okay, so they'll work on it, please. They'll work on it. Why? I beg you. Apologies. They'll work on it, please. Hey. Okay. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Dada.
Yes, sir. Who am I speaking to, please?
Abri.
Abri. Okay, let's hear you, Abri.
Yes. This week I'm praying that all my teams will win. Barcelona will win, and then Man United will win, and then Arsenal will win. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for your call, Abri. If you are having difficulty getting through, please, our apologies. Hello, good morning. No. I think that was Jordan. We couldn't hear you. Hello, good morning. No. Zando, let's just hold it. We can't pick any more calls because we seem to be having some technical problems with the calls here this morning. My sincere apologies to you. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll be doing more on the Ghana Premier League. We'll be talking the Black Stars. We'll be talking the World Cup as well, because we have in our midst the assistant coach of the Sudanese national football team, Ignatius Oseifusu. He's not a small man. Yes, as they are in Sudan, they are still negotiating elsewhere. But
good morning again.
Yeah,
you've heard about the Burkina Faso thing.
Yeah.
I also heard Asante Kotoko, so I want to ask you.
And Kwesi Apiato is part of Kotoko. Okay.
You know, Kwesi brought the current interim coach, you know. Prince
Yawusi.
Who brought him?
Kwesi. Is he not the technical advisor at Kotoko?
Yeah.
No. So I want to ask Ignatius. I mean, that's good enough. First question, exactly.
Okay, so then let's go and come. When we come back, then
I thought he was radio.
No. Whether Kotoko has approached Ignatius Oseifusu to be their head coach or not. No, let's keep it. We'll come back. We'll come back.
And why he appointed the current Kotoko coach to handle Kotoko?
Love 99.5 FM.
This season, certain changes have gone on there. There are lots of people who are complaining about the sale of Gianluigi Donnarumma. That probably has led to the team dropping points and losing matches. There are lots of people who have also asked questions about the defensive capability of Luis Enrique's side. Again, probably being the reason why they are dropping points. But if you look at last night's game, it looks as if almost every game that Paris Saint-Germain have lost or drawn this season, both in the French Ligue 1 and even in Europe, they are similar. And Javier made mention of something after the Club World Cup, I think it was Zando. From the Club World Cup, it looked as if Enzo Maresca gave the world a template how to play against Luis Enrique. Be physical, be very dominant, win your duels, go man for man across the field of play. Yes, they will press you, most likely they will score, but on a day you can outscore them. You remember they played against Monaco just a couple of weeks ago in the Champions League both legs. In the first leg, it took a red card for Paris Saint-Germain to get a win in that game. Then they came back to the Parc des Princes, they had a draw, and then they went through. So that has been a huge issue for them. Also, there was the sale of Gianluigi Donnarumma to Manchester City, and now they brought in Lucas Chevalier. Chevalier is not in post again. It's causing a lot of stir. The centre-back issue of Elias Zabani and then Marquinhos also has been a big deal. Last night, they lost by 3-1. And the line was on the same template. Monaco were very physical, were very dominant. They won almost all of their duels centrally. In fact, across the field of play. Alexander Golovin got a final goal by making sure that he attacked the box very late, and something that hurts Paris Saint-Germain teams most of the times. Even when they got a goal from Bradley Barcola, they just could not turn it around. And it makes me ask myself, if you look at Liam Rossini, he has played 3 times against Luis Enrique. In all of the 3 times he has played against him, he has won 1, drawn 1, and lost 1. When Strasbourg went this time, even Gary O'Neill went there to play against Luis Enrique. It was the same template again, a lot of physicality, a lot of combativeness, and he managed to get a draw. It makes the game on Wednesday very, very exciting to look out for between Chelsea and then Paris Saint-Germain, God willing, on Wednesday. Now, to the most interesting conversation that's going on social media. I've seen this particularly spoken about it as well. Now, this is data that was reported by Opta. in that game that you played against Brighton. Now, the premise is that before the game, Fabian Hessler accused Mikel Arteta and Arsenal that he doesn't have a problem with Arsenal set plays. He said he doesn't. Anybody can score from set plays. The problem he has is that Arsenal take a lot of time in their restart, and that's what coach was mentioning. That let's say there's a throw-in, Arsenal will take their time to restart. Let's say there's a corner kick. Usually, according to him again, it is when Arsenal are on the lead, they are leading. So you see that David Raya, before goalkeepers used to do it a lot, he will go to the goalpost and use his boots to hit the pole. You can hear the sound, bang, bang, over there. Apparently, Arsenal do that a lot. So after the game, Opta picked that data and says that Arsenal took 30 minutes and 51 seconds to restart play against Brighton last night. Their highest in total in a Premier League match this season.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. That
Opta.
Yes. And that statistics is worrying.
Out of the 90 minutes.
Yes. So it means that technically, as probably if Brighton also took, let's say, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it means that we played the football in itself 50 minutes. That is where Fabian Hessler was a little bit worried that it is the time of restarting of the game. You remember
how many corner kicks did Arsenal get in that game? But Charlie, 30 minutes is a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, so he's talking about the throwing.
And
he's
so we
talking
can't
about
dispute this data.
fouls. No. So again, it was verified. I'll go to the next slide.
Okay.
Talking about fouls. You know, Arsenal had the most fouls in the game. The data doesn't go inside, so we should dispute the data.
He doesn't believe in the data.
No.
He doesn't believe in the data.
But like, see, I feel like, as coach said, the game has evolved so much that teams learn the very details of it. For me, when I look at this like you are worried, I'll be worried. But you can't fault somebody like Coach Ignatius who says that is not a problem. Now, this is a general outlook of how long goalkeepers take to release the ball in the Premier League in the 2025-2026 season. Arsenal are nowhere close to the top. In fact, they are one of the least teams they are one of the teams that restart the game quicker from their goalkeeper.
Okay.
So, Sonny Lamer of Manchester United.
That data is correct.
Sonny Lamer of Manchester United takes 7.6 seconds to restart every ball. 7 seconds. Okay. I think FIFA has 8 seconds or 6.
Yeah, 8. But they want to reduce it to 5.
Yeah. Bart Verbruggen of Brighton now. Mind you, it was Brighton and Fabian Hessler, their manager. And I'll show you another data. Bart Verbruggen of Brighton used 6.5 seconds to restart every play.
Okay.
Jordan Pickford used 6.5 seconds. Dean Henderson, Ross Roofs, Emiliano Martinez, Areola, Marcel, Donnarumma, Leno, Dubravka, Vicario, Kelleher, Darrow, Allison, Rob Sanchez, Jose Sa, David Raya is the last but 2.
He uses how many seconds?
David Raya used just 3.96 seconds to restart play, averagely.
Oh, quick.
Per game. He restarted when they are playing the game. So you see where Brighton were, second. And you see what Fabian Hessler said. Now, this is another data, again from Opta. Arsenal averaged 31.4 seconds per restart. So the first one was cumulating. This is per restart. Brighton and Hove Albion averaged 26.5 seconds per restart this season, but averaged 38.7 versus Man City, 33.7 versus Chelsea, 33.2 versus Brentford. Common denominator, they won all of those 3 matches. So it is very clear that both managers had looked at the data. Mikel Arteta had looked at the data. Like coach says, you the coach may not be a data person, but the data guys will come and say that, coach, all of the games that Brighton have won this season, they have had more time in restarting. So when we take the lead, we don't have to rush.
Okay.
Let us be patient. So Brighton essentially were beaten to their own game by Arsenal. And for me, the kind of job that Mikel Arteta is doing this season is very holistic. You can talk about tactics, but how to use the data to also infuse it in your tactical setup is very important in the modern game. Every aspect, the data guys to come and say, okay, you know what? Brighton have averaged 33.7 against Chelsea. They won that game. They averaged 38.7 against Man City. They won that game. They averaged 33.2 against Brentford. They won that game. Almost every big team that they played this season, if they waste more time, they win the game. They take their time, they take out the intensity of the game. They don't want the game to be too intense. They reduce it and they end up winning the game. So when we get the lead, immediately Arsenal got the lead, you could tell that they were slowing down the match. Okay. And for me, it was a tactical plan that probably went into the game to make sure that we'll get a job done. So, I mean, you can't blame Mikel Arteta.
Okay.
You can't blame Arsenal for finding a way to win the Premier League. But every season, everybody that wins the league, there's something that's being asked of them. Man City, people say that they spend too much money. They said Chelsea probably used the Roman Abramovich oil money. A lot of things to be said. But for me, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Mikel Arteta has to see it through in winning the English Premier League. Once he does that, everything is sorted. Now, quickly, just on this, then we can go on with it. I'm wondering what Liam Rossini has done to Joao Pedro since he came in. His goals in terms of the strikers that were bought this season into the Premier League, he has the highest numbers. He has been very impactful. Before Liam came in, he had not scored so much. In fact, Enzo Maresca mentioned that he feels Joao Pedro is a different type of striker and he won't score 20 goals a season. Now, Liam has come in and he has had almost 12 goals since Liam came in. Very impactful for Chelsea. In fact, if you take away his goals, Chelsea probably would have been lower in the English Premier League as it stands now. Now, it looks as if it's a mixture of two things. I listened to Liam Rossini after the game against Aston Villa where he mentioned that he has worked with Joao Pedro with his box positioning a lot of the times. He understands that he's not an out-and-out striker, but when he arrives in the box, where he gets into the box, and the times he gets into the box is very important for him. And if you look at the 3 goals that he scored against Brighton and Aston Villa, 2 of them were tap-ins. All of those 2 balls, he arrived very late in the box, and he was able to tap in to get that very, very important goal. Very, very important goal for himself at Chelsea Football Club. I also think strongly that Liam Rossini has done a very good job in terms of the man management of the whole Chelsea team. Now, there have been improvements across the field of play. Joao Hato, the last time, played in the stead of Marco Correa, and Joao was very, very instrumental in that game as well.
What about Garnacho?
Alejandro Garnacho also, according to Squawka, Garnacho's game by numbers versus Aston Villa, 100% pass completed, 12 touch in opponent box, 7 duels. So I think Chelsea's tactical setup was hinged on Alejandro Garnacho. You know, Villa wanted to come and press. Chelsea didn't have any other winger but for him. One of the plans to get in behind that passive high press was to make sure that they use Alejandro Garnacho to get in behind. And the pace that he has, and that made a difference for him. They are playing against Wrexham. It should be a game that Chelsea win. Arsenal playing
Mansfield.
Mansfield should be a game that Arsenal.
We'll wallop them.
They're playing against Manfred.
Mansfield.
I thought they said they're playing against. They are playing against Fifi Manfred.
I'm hoping that FA Cup will meet again.
Arsenal will win.
Arsenal Chelsea.
You're not afraid.
But Chelsea has not won against Arsenal in the last 5 seasons. In the last 5 seasons, how can you?
You're not afraid.
We need to at least beat them this season.
You can't.
So we win the treble.
I said quadruple. You're talking about
Inshallah.
2 games that Garcia and Ignacio also have done for them as a nation, honestly. And I said, then maybe he's just exaggerating because he likes football. He called some other friends who were sitting in the aisle. Mentioned they also said the same thing. So I mean, they've done a solid job.
Yeah, indeed, they've done.
I'm not surprised that
they
when
qualified for the Nations Cup.
They give them that much money that they wanted to.
It took the mighty Senegal to. How do you call it?
Knock them
out from not even qualifying for the World Cup. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. So I think they've done that.
The World Cup as well. This year no more. Baby,
migration. So I mean,
how much did they give you?
But I mean, you don't expect him to. Ignition. So first of all, Zando was saying something that earlier on before. Prince Owusu was recommended for the Kotoko job. Your name came up. Were you indeed contacted by the club?
No. It's a rumor. Maybe you're a journalist, so maybe when teams want coaches, there are a lot of coaches whose names comes up.
Yeah.
And I always say that it's always a pleasure for me to hear that my name has come up somewhere. What it tells me is that then I'm pretty much maybe doing some good job. That some teams want me. Kotoko is a big club, so if they want you, in the first place, if your name comes out, it means that you have done some fantastic job. But nobody actually contacted me personally.
But if indeed that call had come,
it depends on the circumstances. It depends on circumstances.
Like
you have to always pick the right job at the right time. For example, Tottenham with what is Igo Tudor, he might be a very good coach, but at this time might not be timing is always of an essence in coaching. Timing is always. So once the time is right, maybe when the time comes and the time is right.
But you think you are not in the right place for that position?
Ignatius?
Yeah. So you're saying that when the right time comes.
Not me at the right place.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
The timing of the job is always of an essence to me.
Okay.
When I'm picking jobs, it's always the time. I don't jump into from my start of my career. Myself and my people have always talked about the time. So there have been different jobs at different times. In fact, when I came to Ghana first this season, there was a first club that contacted me through Otiak. Yes, Ghana Premier Club that contacted me through Otiak Kente.
Okay.
You know Otiak Kente is my
is
my boss. So they contacted me, but I told him the timing was not right for me.
One of the big clubs, or
it's a club. So,
but we have big clubs.
It's always
middle class.
For example, 2 or some years ago, one club from Bonahafo, my friend there contacted me about it. It's the same thing I told him before I even went to Sudan. I told him the timing is not right. For me, it's always the timing, because you will not want to jump into from the experiences. You will not want to jump into clubs and then or teams. You are doing so well, but because of the things that happens, you are.
And saying that the situation in Kotoko now is not conducive for you.
No, it is not the situation that is not conducive for me, but I look at my ambitions, and their ambitions as at that time might not be what I'm looking for at the moment.
Anyway, but the call never came, so me, I don't even know why.
I don't know why.
We are doing all this.
Yeah, this is diabolic. Eh?
No.
This is diabolic from my friends.
It's not diabolic. It can be diabolic.
Yeah. But ultimately, we have to come to the point as coaches that for me, when you get, for example, somebody like Kwesi Appiah, do you think that he always will look for timing before he jumps into job? Because now he picks jobs. You see, it's always different when you are coming up and when you get some level. Okay. Secondly, when you don't have a job and you are in the house, anything or any job, you will hook onto it because man must eat. You are just playing kukuruku. Man must eat. But when you have a job, yes. But when you have a job, you have to also look at other factors. That okay, I have a job now. Leaving this job to that job, what do I seek to gain? Okay. If the gain is not too much for you, then I think there is no.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, but it's not working. That's why.
Yeah. It's not clear.
It's working now.
It's okay.
Okay, good. So Ignatius, I've been following your coaching journey from Techima 11 Wonders at the point Mediama came through Dreams FC.
King Faisal,
yeah. King Faisal. Yeah. And in all these class, for me, you didn't really chalk success in terms of winning laurels. Yeah. Would you say that you are ripe enough for the Kotoko job? Is the Kotoko job a job that you are eyeing at the moment as you speak? If the Kotoko job comes, are you eyeing the Kotoko job one day?
Yeah, I've always said it before that there are 3 major jobs in Ghana that any coach, if you're a Ghanaian, you want to be aspiring to. Kotoko, has, and then Black Stars. Yeah. If you're a coach and you're not aspiring to coach any of these clubs, then I don't know what your aspirations are. Okay. In terms of exposure, in terms of the money, you understand. You should be aspiring to coach any of this. For the national team, it's a pride to coach your own national team. Yeah. You understand? Mm-hmm. You cannot imagine national anthem. You are there coaching your national team. It's big. Yeah. You understand? In terms of the money, it's also big. Kotoko and Haas will give you the exposure in the money. In terms of maybe Mediama will give you money now, but the kind of exposure that Kotoko will give you or Haas of Folk will give you, Mediama might not what? Give you the exposure. So that's why I'm saying that if you're a coach, your aspiration as you are coming up should be any of these, like these 3 jobs. Yeah. If you get Kotoko, you don't get Haas, fine. If you get Haas, you don't get Kotoko, fine. But for the Black Stars, what I'm saying is that these three, you should coach 2 of them.
Okay, all right. Since we ended on the Black Stars, I'm sure you've been following our preparations so far. Friendly matches we've lined up, we've added up to the technical team to make sure that we solidify that department before the competition and all that. What do you make of the Ghana's preparations so far?
I think the friendly games, when you look at how it is spread out, so we play 2 against European opponents, and then we play Mexico. Now it's 3 against European opponents.
Yeah, because there's Wales.
Wales there. So I think it's wider spread, because when you look at Panama and Mexico from that side, and then you look at the Germany for maybe England, and Wales maybe and Austria for Croatia. So for me, if we can use the friendly games very well, then I think it will go a long way to help us in our preparation. But if we are going to now try players, I think we don't have enough time to see a lot of players. So in this match, because right after the match, you are going into competition period. So I think the match should be something that they should use to assess, like, if for me, I will use it to assess 70% of the players who are going into the proper tournament, barring injuries. All things being equal, I'll use 70% of those players to assess them, how they will fare against these top opponents, and then you make your choices out of it.
Yeah, and I was asking you about the technical department.
For every national team, when you are going into championship like that, you have, because me going to the AFCON, I came to realize that playing a qualifier is different from playing, because in qualifier you have 1 month to prepare for 2 games. You understand? So maybe 3 or 4 people can do whatever you like. But in tournament, it comes as fast as possible, and likely sometimes you don't even know the teams you are going to play after the what do you call it? After the first phase. So in the first 3 matches, we know. Now we are preparing. After the first 3 matches, what happens next? With this format, it means that 3 teams can qualify from a group, right? And if a third team is qualifying from a group, now if you are first, what team do you play? Do you play the third team or you play the second team? If you are third, do you play the second team or the third team? All of these things come into play, just as in the AFCON. You know, in the AFCON, at a point, people said that we were playing Nigeria. At a point, people said that we were playing Egypt. Last hour, it came out that we were playing what? Senegal. So how do you prepare for this thing? So all of these people will come to help you, like the video analyst, the data analyst, all of these people will come to help you. But my only worry is that in the addition of the technical team, there was not a Ghanaian.
Oh, but there was not a Ghanaian?
Yes.
But we have Ghanaians in there already.
No. You see, we
have John Pencil, we have Fatawa Dauda, we have the guy.
Dela spoke English.
I'm coming here.
Dela, I spoke English.
No, so explain that English to me.
I spoke English. This is not Arabic I spoke. I said that in the addition, there were no Ghanaians. If you tell me a Ghanaian based in UK, have you ever seen him before?
Oh, but he's a Ghanaian based in UK.
Dala Sadi we muncha him pesadi no.
Now yes, it will be the
Ghanaian based in UK.
Who is joking here?
You the Ghanaian based in UK. Does he even see himself as a Ghanaian?
That's a question we have to ask. But how do you even also know whether
I don't have it? No, I don't have it. That's why I'm saying that all things being equal.
That's why you say we need a Ghanaian.
Because you see, Dela.
So for you Ghanaians who are born in Europe, they are not Ghanaians.
Look, I don't have a problem with Ghanaians who are born in Europe. The FA president came and said that one of the basic problems we have in Ghana is what? Coaching, right?
Yeah. Coaching and officiating.
You have seen the budget
for the World Cup.
Have you seen it?
$30 million, yeah.
Have you seen
close to 14?
Have you seen anywhere they talked about taking coaches to the World Cup?
Not yet. No.
But
it's not only in Qatar. In other World Cups, even in 2010 at the World Cup, they took coaches in there.
Yes, these coaches had something to do. For example, scouting. So what do? You learn in tournament, right? Huh?
But we are not going to make our scouts public.
Huh?
We are not going to name our scouts publicly, would we? And so there are Ghanaians in there probably, but they are doing.
Yazul, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yazul, whether you name them public or you don't name public, people know that they are scouts. Now scouting, what do you need? Will you follow them or will you need videos and what have you? My major concern is that there are coaches in Ghana who, for example, the Black Queens the Black Queens coach that has been added.
Yeah.
Are we saying no other coach in Ghana could have been added? That Maswakunadu is not good enough. That Didi Dramani is not good enough.
No, but all these people have also had the opportunity to be with the Black Stars before. This Masaudi Dramani you're talking about, he was assistant. Maswakunadu has been with the team during Kwesiapia before that. They've all come in.
When is the Black Queens tournament?
It's been postponed to July. Yeah.
Good. We knew it. You knew it that it wasn't coming on in way back in December. We knew it. The Black Queens head coach is going to be part of what? The Black Stars.
The assistant coaches, yeah.
You see, sometimes I don't know why we put a lot of people, like one job on one person. Okay. We are going to play a competition. The Black Queens is going to play a competition in July. Their head coach is going to the World Cup in June, July. So let's assume the Black Stars gets to the final. We were here 4 years ago when they appointed George Boateng, you remember, as the assistant coach of the Black Stars, and he took a job at the World Cup as a pundit for BN Sports. I was in your studio here 4 years ago, and I said that the guy does not believe that the Black Stars will pass the group stage. People were insulting me all over in the world. If Ignatius believes that the Sudanese national team will get to the final of AFCON,
you won't go for that job.
Why will I go for a pandit?
But you see, the context is that at the time that appointment was being made, the WAFCON tournament was earmarked to take place in this month, March.
This month?
Yes. It had not been postponed at the time that the FA was augmenting the technical.
You remember when
but you know the date itself, even though it was fixed, CAF themselves were not sure.
Apart from CAF themselves,
there was an issue with, how do you call it?
Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Yes. Have you forgotten the South African woman,
the coach?
No, it wasn't the coach. I think their deputy sports minister, who is a woman, came out to come and say it. The lady said it before in January.
I think 3 months ago. Yeah.
In January. To tell you that there was problems there.
Yeah, there were problems. So I mean, we knew that the chances of the possibility of it being postponed was there.
I'm not a doomsayer.
So for you, came last.
No, they have to change. Because during the World Cup, the Black Queens must be doing preparation.
So you are calling for a change.
That's a solid point.
I'm not calling for a change. They have to. Unless they are throwing one of the tournaments under the bus. It's fundamental.
And Ghana wants to qualify for the Women's World Cup. So
the Women's World Cup,
yes.
I'm telling them, it is more important to me. Anybody who has followed me knows that I'm the number one supporter of the Black Queens.
Yes.
Anybody who follows me knows that I'm the number one supporter of the Black Queens. And the people who are managing the Black Queens cannot play with that tournament, trust me. I have always applauded them for what they have done with the Black Queens in the last few years. You understand? Me, I was in the support of, we have tried local coaches. If it's not working, we should bring foreign coaches. And we have brought in foreign coaches. So I don't have a problem. But what I'm saying is that this Black Queens tournament we are going to play is a qualifier for the World Cup in Brazil.
So we should I
cannot, as I'm sitting here, Ignatius, let anybody play with it, with the Black. And that's why I'm saying that if the Black Stars are getting to the final of the World Cup. That we all believe.
Don't worry, we can't get there. So no.
That we all believe that we will get there.
Coach, but the Black Queens, this thing was changed, like you're saying. So maybe from now they can make that change. And
That is why I'm saying that they should do it early.
I'm sure they will.
That's what
They should do. And my second point is that why I'm saying that. Are we saying that no Ghanaian coach is good enough to be added to augment the Black Stars?
No, but initially.
It's my question. You are asking me whether the augmentation of the Black Stars is how do I say? And I'm asking you that.
And
are we saying that?
You don't want me to answer.
Okay.
Oh,
are we saying they are not good enough?
Me, I'm saying that in the initial appointment of backroom staff for the Black Stars, we considered Ghanaians. John Payson is in there as an assistant. There's the satellite coach. What is his name? Desmond Ofe is in there as an assistant coach. Fatau is there as an assistant coach. So
these are 3 people.
Yeah, these are 3.
And the coach himself.
The coach himself 4, right?
And we added 5.
We've added 5. Yeah, we've added 5.
And all they are more than.
There's one Ghanaian in there based in the UK.
In the UK, okay.
Making it 5 Ghanaians.
Oh, okay.
And then we have 4 expatriates.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
that's
okay.
what we have.
Okay.
I don't know whether you want to make a case
for the local coaches.
Because you're also part of them anyway. But what's so wrong in having about 4 of our locals and against 5 expatriates? Okay, so if you look into that system now, do you think we have a competent video analyst as compared to those who were brought in?
Video analyst.
Yes, I didn't say whether we have video analyst. I said, do you think we have a competent video analyst?
So if a video analyst teaches people how to do video analysis in Ghana here, why can't he be part of it? Are you saying the person who is teaching the people to learn video analysis is not good enough for the Black Stars, but he should teach people who you are thinking in the next 5 years will become better for the Black Stars? I'm asking you a very simple question. My question is very simple. We have a teacher for video analyst in Ghana here. Don't you hear they do video analysis course? They do everything. They have done twice. They have done part 1 and part 2. They have done part 1 first. And there's somebody who teaches that.
It means the appointing authority does not have, how do you call it? Confidence in that person. It's as simple as
then
that.
my question is that the appointing authority is the FA, right?
Of course.
Is the FA. And it's the FA that is making this guy teach the next generation of video analysts.
The coaching course then is about certification.
Yeah.
So there are times you can be a coaching educator, all right? But the person you are teaching has the capacity, the competence with the certification that you are giving him to be a better coach than you are. So the fact that you are teaching somebody to do video analysis does not mean automatically you are better than him in terms of video analysis. Manfred here doesn't have a certificate in video analysis, but he's a fantastic. Oh, what did he say?
No, finish.
He's a fantastic video analyst. And so the fact that somebody is teaching Manfred to get that certification, more like validation, that this guy is a recognized video analyst, does not mean he's better than Manfred.
Yeah, that's what you are saying. So in other words, you are telling me that the medical doctor who is a professor, who teaches you how to do operation, who teaches you how to do surgical procedure, is not good enough. But you who is teaching now is good, is better than your professor.
But there can be a
analogy you are giving me.
Coach, there can be a slight. Coach, there can be a slight difference in terms of like football. There is the team experience. So maybe this lecturer who is top at his job probably has not had the experience of working with the players.
But how do you get the experience?
No, but at this level, we can't now say that
we are going to bring in someone to come and gain experience.
The beauty of the something is that in terms of coaching courses and something, if you look at all the the instructors and what have you, these are renowned coaches already everywhere. It means that they have had the team experience. They have everything before you go to teach, because their courses are practical. If you don't have it, you cannot do it. It's not like Ofaku was going to study economics, going to done masters, and then going to become masters, who has never stepped a foot in finance ministry before. coaching courses are not like that.
Okay, all right, we need to move on. So
No,
now,
but like, is it also not a fact that we have given some of these local coaches opportunities several times?
And when you guys also say that, then we have given a lot of foreigners also opportunities.
But that's what I said. They are not good enough.
But in fact,
so then we should not employ anybody.
So the fact is that
but there are people there who are good that we have to employ. I have a big issue with our current blasters, especially the technical team. With the additions that you mentioned, the addition there. Those who were there.
You also have problems?
Oh, yes. Those who were there.
Okay. You have problems?
Those who were there before the additions. Otuado, for me, I don't think he's a good coach. On any day, me, Otuado, I'll not be appointed.
No.
Listen. Oh.
Okay, you are saying
you. So you are professional, so the same field, so maybe you find it very difficult to come and criticize.
No, I don't find it difficult.
But what I'm saying is that what I am saying is this.
If somebody is not good, I will say he's not good. But this one is good.
Otuado for me is a good coach. He's not.
Okay. It's for you.
If I had a team, I'll not appoint who's the other was a pencil. I'll never appoint John Pencil as my coach. John Pencil as my coach. For even my coach club, I will not even do that. For my coach club, I will not do that. You get it? So we have appointed people who are not good enough. And what we are doing now is that we are struggling to get people that we think are better to come and support them so that at least we can get something out of
that.
them.
I disagree. There is no team in the world that doesn't have supporting members. It's important.
Listen. They have supporting members. But what I'm saying is that the foundation is not good. The foundation in terms of those that we appoint, Otuado, John Pencil,
a team of coaches that have qualified you to the World Cup is not good enough.
So a coach.
Nigeria, Nigeria did not qualify for the World Cup. I'm just giving you an example.
A coach is a good coach because he has qualified. Listen.
So how do you measure?
Then how do you measure?
We all watch matches. We all watch matches. We all watch matches. You get it?
Yes.
You find a coach directing affairs on the touchline, and you look at the way his team is playing, and you tell yourself that the team is so good, the coach is also not very good. That's not the point I'm making. Just because the coach has qualified a team for AFCON or whatever, that's what made that coach a very good coach.
No, this is not qualifying for the AFCON. The coach has qualified
for the World Cup.
If you look at the way he's
two times.
If you look at the way his team played,
the first one was just one match.
If you look at the way his
team,
two matches.
If you look at the way his team plays,
2 matches.
If you look at the way his team plays, you can say that the coach is a good coach. If you look at the way the team is playing, you can say the coach is a good coach.
Dela, give me some. See, Heavy. This is what we are talking about. Football and ideas. It's so enormous that it is not about how you like football. It's not about how you like football. See, I hear people talk about the AFCON and he didn't qualify for the AFCON. Ask me, between the AFCON and the World Cup for Sudan, which one was easier for Sudan to qualify? It's the AFCON. Our players are motivated to play in the AFCON because they know that without Kwesi Appiah, they will not even have a shot at a qualifying campaign that they had. But they know that if they try a little, they will qualify for the AFCON. So they have a lot of motivation. For Ghana and its players, AFCON is their birthright. That's why I told you from the beginning that trying to motivate a team that is not motivated for a match because they see no substance in their match is extremely difficult. You understand? But when the same players who were not showing up for the AFCON are the same players that showed up for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Because in the World Cup, they are too motivated for it. You get the point? And it becomes very, very easy. So you might put up what you call a very fantastic strategy. But I always say that forgive me for my language, but this is what I say. I say that every tactical approach is nonsense if the player cannot get to the ball first. All tactical approach that you do is for the player to get to the ball first. This pressing here, this don't go here, is for the player to get to the ball first. So if the player is not motivated enough to get to the ball first, it's nonsense. Okay. So Dela, here is the point. That he might Otoado might not play a football that you like.
No, that's not about what I like.
Otoado might not play football that some of your coaches do.
It's not what about what I like.
You understand?
I see a good team when I see one.
No, I'm saying
I see a good team when I see
he might not play the football that some of your coaches do, like the Mourinho's, the Ancelotti's, the Artetas, and everything. But in his right, he's qualified Ghana for 2 World Cups. And nobody in can convince me to say that Otoado is not a good coach. He's a solid manager. He has come to understand the Ghana terrain, and he has used it to his advantage. I always say, maybe one of the things that Kurt Okreku has done for me that is so much, I always salute him for, is the backing he gave to Otoado. Because after the AFCON qualifiers, anybody would have sacked him. And I always say one thing, that as coaches, you need one person that will back you and believe in you. You see, people are still judging Otoado based on the AFCON qualifiers. You understand? But don't forget, there are teams that go on the 19th. Ateta would have been sacked by Arsenal by now, but for the backing. And now everybody is hailing Ateta. Let him win this championship, and everybody will hail him. You understand? But in that period, don't forget, before Ateta, some coach took Arsenal to the Europa Cup final. You remember? It's just that they didn't win it. The following season, they hooked him off because they didn't have the backing. You understand? We would not have seen Ateta as a good coach. So please, let us understand that Otoado is a good coach. Between Otoado and Eric, Chelle, which one will you pick?
They're all not good.
They are not all good, not enough.
They're all not good for me.
Alu says too is not good, but he won't have. According to Avi, Alu says is not good, but he won't have.
What about MS5?
Alu say MS5 is better than Alu say.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, why not?
MS5.
Yes.
He's better than Alu.
Yes.
But Pepper Tau is not even close to Alu.
Listen. We have a coach who has players that, for me, he has not been able to improve. He throws them all over the place on the field. We watch these players play for their respective clubs. Fine, maybe the other nationals there who also. But when they come here, at least they must give us some semblance of what they do for their club side.
A glimpse.
Yes, but they don't give us that.
Anyway,
they don't give us that.
But then I see all of that is not just dependent on the coach.
On the coach.
Honestly speaking, the kind of football that we play here, the kind of turfs we play on, are all but it can be minute.
But this same team has qualified us for the World Cup.
No, Mohamed Salah, when he goes to the Egyptian national team, he doesn't perform as he plays for Liverpool. For Egypt, he had gone almost 5 games without scoring several times. Look at Mohamed Salah.
By Liverpool from 1st of November, he just scored.
Exactly, but I'm talking about when Mohamed Salah was at Mohamed Salah form.
Okay.
When you look at Sadio Mane, the kind of football he played in the AFCON, how many goals did Sadio Mane score? It doesn't mean that Pape Thiaw is not doing a good job. Ismail Sarr, these are players that play consistently. When you watch Eleman in the eye at Everton, it was not the kind of football that he played there. So it doesn't mean that the coach is not good enough. But like, see, one of the tricks that for me, and that's why I agree with coach for the long term, is that, you see, the mistakes that we've done for a long time is that every time something is about to ripe, we don't allow it to ripe, we pluck it, we throw it away. That's what we've done every day. And for me, it is the easiest thing to do if you're an FA president and every day you want to sack coaches. Nobody will beat you because the average Ghanaian is happy. You're palming fans. But you will not get success. Of course, you will see that the other person will take another year to prepare, 2 years to get into their groove. Then the team begins to dwindle again. We need consistency and some level of that.
Here's another thing.
To move on.
No, we'll move on. But here's another thing, Dela. Here's the last thing I will talk about. You see, when we look at the Black Stars...
No, it's not the last thing you talk about.
When we look at the current Black Stars, we juxtapose it with the Asamoah's era.
The 2010 one.
Trust me, if Asamoah was playing in this Black Stars, with those coaches, Asamoah will not flourish.
Well,
you know why?
It's debatable.
You know why? I'll tell you why. The number 10 in the Black Stars, so to speak, loves to score himself. Mohamed Kudus.
And who's supposed to correct that?
Kudus' problem.
And who's supposed to correct that?
Let me tell you, you know why Ten Hag did not bring Kudus to Man United?
No, but you see...
I'm giving you a typical...
But this same Kudus plays for Tottenham Hotspur. He played for West Ham, and he couldn't do that there.
No, I'm telling you, he was doing it.
What is the problem at the Black
The problem with Mohamed Kudus is that they will tell you that he holds on to the ball too much. And when he holds on to the ball too much because he wants to execute everything by himself. When he has to, you remember Kodja Samoa? Dada Kodja Samoa. He didn't want to score. All he wanted to do is to assist. So when a player made a movement, he passed the ball. Look, Inaki has been doing all these fucking runs, that a striker must do. All these runs that a striker must do.
Excuse your language.
Sorry.
You remember what Karim said on your show last 2 years?
Yeah. Let's move on.
For us, some of these language is normal because, but we are sorry for the language.
Yeah,
I'm saying that he makes all the runs, but the moment that the ball is delivered, it's not delivered because he wants to prepare and shoot. And I'm saying this Black Star is not flourishing, and they will not flourish if you so to speak under any coach because of their own egos. Because of their own egos. It is not because of what do you call it?
All right. We have a coach, we have coaches who can correct that. The example of I've given the example of West Ham. I've given the example of Tottenham Hotspur. This same Kudus guy he played for Hotspur before that he was at West Ham under David Moyes. He couldn't do that. Why is he doing that under
David Moyes? You know how many times David Moyes had problems with Kudus?
No, I'm talking about this holding on to the ball and doing
because David Moyes, he was playing every week out. Here he comes to play 2 matches and he's off. The next time the coach has him, it's 1 month or 2 months.
Coach, even Julian Lopetegui had the best start with Mohamed Kudus. I don't know if you remember. It was widely reported.
He comes every month.
Lopetegui was having big problems with Kudus. I'm saying because he had him every day at training, he could see him do it more often. You understand? So it's like, my guy, stop this thing, and you have problems. When it comes to the national team, sometimes you train twice to go and play a game. That is not where you want to correct.
So
that is where you want to motivate the players.
You still can correct.
You are not listening.
Okay. I'm listening to you.
You are not listening. I'm listening to
you are not listening. Even if he comes once in a year.
The only thing you can do as a national team coach when you have players 2 days to a match is not to call the
Even if he comes once in a year, you can still correct him. You can still correct him.
All right.
Once in a year, once in every 2 years, you can still correct him.
Otuado is leading Ghana to the World Cup 2026, whether we like it or not. He's been offered support. All right. But for instance, unfortunately, we're having some bit of injury worries within some of our big stars.
I don't know what has happened this year. It looks like a lot of teams have had problems. Look, Rodrigo. He's not playing enough at Real Madrid. He comes to play once and ACL.
And he's out for. He's not even participating in the World Cup.
5 ACLs this season.
I don't know what has happened this year.
Militao.
At first, I was thinking it was purely about the club work.
He finished that match, didn't he?
Rodrigo. Yes, because they didn't know.
Yeah. He finished
because they didn't know.
Wow.
They didn't know.
Probably when he started,
you see, players. Let me tell you something about players.
You want to play through injury.
No, he knows he's not getting playing time. So once he's gotten, it's a new manager. He wants to go on. Sometimes the medical team will be like, "No, we think no." He says, "No, I can play." If a player tells you he can play and you don't let him play,
okay. But anyway, so we are paired in a group of England, Croatia, Panama, and we've been talking about the preparations and the friendlies lined up. If we should get the complements of our team, how strong will it be against these countries?
Tournaments are very different. And fortunately, I think 3 teams will qualify from the group, right?
Yeah.
So it's about strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Strategy. And if 3 teams are to qualify from the group, it means you win 1 match and you have qualified already.
Yeah. That is why I always tell Zando that for me, this 48 World Cup format, it's not bringing the best in the world. We are just bringing in countries to come and play. We are playing a World Cup, and if even out of 4 countries you are third, you qualify for the next stage.
No, Dela, what it also...
It should be a difficult tournament.
No, what it also means is that... What it also means
oh,
is
yes.
that... No, Dela...
Because me, I don't get it.
Dela, what it also means is that teams have become... The quality in play now is bigger than before. Because, Dela, look, we have an European team, 4-time winners, Italy. They won the Euros 4 years ago, don't forget. Struggling to qualify for the World Cup. But trust me, if England were in the World Cup and Norway is not there, you will tell us that it's a strong squad. It's a strong team.
No, but this Italy example is once in a...
No, it's not once. Don't forget they didn't qualify for the 2022 World Cup.
That's living on their
Italy did not qualify. No, wait.
They don't have quality now.
Wait, okay, so come to...
Italy not at the 2022
No. So come to terms. Italy did not qualify.
But when did they win the Euros?
2021.
Yeah, after that, they've not been at the World Cup.
I'm saying, listen to me. What I'm saying is that Italy won the Euros in 2021. It was supposed to play it in 2020.
Yeah, okay.
They won it in 2021.
Yeah.
And they didn't qualify for the following year World Cup.
To add to what coach is saying,
the
teams like Norway, who have never qualified to the World Cup since 1998 or so, they've qualified.
Yeah.
And they qualified.
They qualified because of the expansion.
No.
They
were very good. They were quality side.
You know some of their players.
Expansion.
You know some of the
expansion.
No. Let me give you Norway some of their players.
Nowhere beats the Italians.
No. Wait. Norway. Can you ever see a World Cup in this modern era without Haaland?
Odegaard.
Oh, but Ryan Giggs, did he play at the World Cup?
On the team, no.
No, we were not going.
No, we were more killers.
Dwight York, did he play at the World Cup?
Yeah, Dwight York played once in 2006.
Trinidad.
Yes, 2006. They came 2006.
So you see, it's
no. What I'm saying is that now, now the quality in those times where you said once, those best teams and good teams were qualifying. Look, from those times, Italy will always qualify. From those times, you have what is the team? Like big teams qualifying. Now you have big teams not qualifying. Look, when Africa were 5 teams qualifying, you will see Cameroon, you will see Nigeria. These teams are struggling to qualify now. If Nigeria qualified ahead of, say, DR Congo, people will say, oh, Nigeria, big team. But it's the same DR Congo who is preventing Nigeria from qualifying. So, Dela, I think that it is good that they have expanded it and that it's giving a lot of quality. You will see the quality. That you remember when Iceland qualified for the World Cup first time? People felt that, Iceland, they came to the World Cup and they surprised everybody. But Dela, as I'm saying, it's a strategy to go into the World Cup and qualify from the first group stage.
Okay. All right.
And I think that Ghana should have that strategy where if you win the first match, so that's why I'm saying that our first match is the most important thing.
That's against Panama.
And it is also, I think, it's the most difficult. Because you know all the players that are coming into the England national team.
No, but we should be putting a spotlight on them by now to know their players. Let's not let it look as if because we watch the English.
I'm asking you, do you know any of their players?
It's not my work to go and know that. Fine, when we are getting there, I can.
When you are getting
but
there.
the coaches, it is their job.
You know,
by now,
you
they should know the
know
players, player by player. They should know what they are doing.
No,
by now they should know.
No, you know the
we
player.
know these opponents in December.
What I'm saying is that you will know the players. But because they don't have enough quality, so to speak, you understand, sometimes it's very, very difficult because, you know that when we were going to the AFCON, 8 of the players that played in the qualifiers did not come for the AFCON because of injuries.
Okay.
At that time, what do you do? But England, if Javier, 8 of the England national team players who know does not qualify is injured, you even know their second. If for example Saka is not playing today, you know who will be coming. But that's the problem. But for me, that Panama match is the most. If we miss that match, we are not likely to qualify from the group.
Okay, all right. But recently, I think in the last 2 days or so, the Minister for Sports and Recreation has reignited this under discussion of his invitation to the Black Stars and all that.
I'm convinced we will do well and possibly do better. Well, I think he's picking up also. Once he hasn't retired from international football, I will not be surprised. Say, team no. I will not be surprised. But that is the coach's responsibility.
Are we giving a coach pressure?
I think definitely. Yeah, people who are. I like Dede's man. Dede is my man.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm the only one who supports Dede and Asamoah together. I like Dede's man.
I support the two of them also.
But for me in football, sometimes you get to the peak and that's it. He might be very, very good player, but you ask yourself in this current setup, is he needed? Is he needed? For me, no.
Okay.
Dede is my man, but for me, I think it has to do with at the point you get to the point you say, okay, let them play. Yeah. You leave. You have to leave when the applause is high, and I think he at that time, I think he should Dede himself should let it go and then focus on his club football. That's why I like these white people. You know, at a point, you remember what's his name, Totti. They called him to the Italian. He says, no, I want to focus on club football. They have a lot of them. They are still playing at the highest level.
Even Tony Cruz and Germany,
yes.
They try to recall him.
You see, there are a lot of them who play as still
Maradona.
Yes,
Manuel Neuer.
They are playing at the highest level, but they will tell you that I think I want to concentrate on
Neuer,
football.
Has he retired from international football? He says no. He's still playing.
Neuer is not playing for the German national team.
He's not playing for the German national team.
Nagelsmann announced that in the World Cup he's not going to be there.
Oh, okay.
So that's when he started moving on.
No, you have to. At a point, I think we should move on from
this discussion.
Because we have two. For example, how old is Jordan in the Black Stars now? Like 30 or something.
32.
Jordan is 32.
Yeah.
So, and we want to bring the day who is older than him 3 years, 35.
But,
it's not a thing we don't have.
There are some statements when it comes from certain authority. Then you have the feeling that
that's why I always have a problem with. That's why
I always have. Are we putting pressure on the coach?
If Delali say it, I have no problem. But if the Minister of Youth and Sports, if I'm asked a question like that, I'll say let's leave it to the coach. Or I will just say that I think he should move on with my personal.
Did you hear the minister?
I heard him. But why is he saying that? Because players are not invited to the Blaster because of what they achieved for us in the past. We are looking at their current form and whether they will be of any help to us if they are invited. That should be the bottom line.
And even the coach's strategy.
Yeah,
and clearly, since Otoado came in, since Otoado came in, he's clearly shown that with his strategy, I don't think that he needs the day because he's been in since 2024 March. Yeah. He only called the day once. When he came in 2024, we went to play those two friendlies in Morocco. From there, he's not invited the day. You again, and for me,
at the Nations Cup, it was Chris Hughton, right?
Yeah. When Otuado came, I think the very first time he didn't call the day, and he met the press. In fact, I was reliably informed that on that day he nearly told the press that he was not going to call. He doesn't see the day as part of his team. But you know, at the time, that's when your man has been taking over the GFA job as the PR boss. Neil Armstrong. Yeah. So apparently, in discussions with Neil and the other people, he felt that from a PR point of view, he doesn't have to see that. He doesn't see the day as part of his team. So remember, he was pushed by journalists and kept on saying that at this moment, the team that he has, he doesn't include the day and he wants to focus on the players that are there. But again, I do agree. I think the time has come. When you look at people who are from quote and unquote Dede's camp, who try to make it look like Dede has to come and play for the Black Stars, Dede doesn't have to. He has gone past that, in my opinion. This is legend in our eyes. Yeah. When he was young, and then I see when we are going to the World Cup also, Dede got the advantage to play for the World Cup when he was a young player. There is a new generation. We need not to force even Dede himself. Sometimes we look at just the force or the pressure on the coach, but sometimes the pressure also on Dede himself. Maybe Dede himself probably doesn't feel like have to go on and go and play for the Black Stars, but people close to his father, close to the family, will keep on saying, you need to go back. There's no point. I mean, Dede can play for NAC, brother, and then retire. We give him very, very good retirement.
But Dede, I know if the push comes for him to go to the World Cup, he will.
No, because he loves the Black Stars. No, you see, he loves. He loves the Black Stars. If you have ever met Dede with the Black Stars, you know that he loves the Black Stars too much. He loves to be around. the Black Stars. And so once the push comes, he will go. But for me, just as I'm saying, I think the time has come for him himself to say that enough is enough with the Black Stars.
Josh, do you agree with them?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, with the DIU arguments, I honestly don't know why we are still having it. I think it's simply because of what he has done for the team before. We already know what he's capable of. But when you want to put his time at the Black Stars in perspective and you compare it with the current form that he has, it doesn't look like he's one who should be going into the tournament or should be selected to actively go and participate in the playing on the field.
No, but fact is that all the 26 players who will be invited, I don't think all of them will also get opportunities.
Definitely. But the point is that anytime you call a player, there's an assumption that he's possibly going to play football in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
You understand? And I know a lot of Ghanaians are divided on this particular topic simply because of his status as a legend for us. But if he has to be selected, then it has to be made clear that he is not going to participate actively on the field of play.
Okay.
He may have to assume a certain role of a general captain, so to speak. so that we know that the other players who are going to be selected into the team are those who are going to do the work of playing on the field. I think that is where we need to get to, so that we don't have so many divided opinions about this Andre Ayew issue.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it's exactly 8:30 here on your superstation Love 99.5 FM program. It's kickoff at 9 a.m. We'll be crossing over to join 99.7 for a continuation of News File with Samson Ladi Ayenini and the rest of the team. But I think it's good now we turn our attention to the Ghana Premier League. Ignatius Oseifosu, our special guest, is still with us here in the studios of Love 99.5 FM. The assistant coach of the Sudanese national team.
Yeah. 1947.
No, by that time you were not the assistant coach of the Sudanese national team.
I can never be a special guest on the show.
Oh,
I just work on the show as a regular
any moment
pundit, like a regular member. Delali, you forgotten our times, eh?
Oh, I've not.
I've
not.
See, when it was like this, you remember?
I've not.
And the TV was this way.
I've not.
Me and Delali was doing commentary. I was doing assembly, and he was with Kofi Asare.
Yeah.
Kofi, I greet you wherever you are.
Yes,
Kofi.
That's true. That's true.
That's like 10 years ago. We were 10 years ago, people.
10 years ago.
Yes. 10 years ago, you were in Kenya. You guys were little boys. You were little boys. I always find it uncomfortable when you say our special guest. When
your status has changed.
You're special now.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
We are privileged to have you in the studio.
Truth be told, some stations I should be a special guest there. Some stations I should be a special guest there. But I think for here,
okay,
I should be
our guest,
regular,
our normal guest.
Okay, so it's 28 minutes to 9. Let's do something on the Ghana Premier League. Yesterday, Nations FC defeated, Bichem United by 3-0. But look, Ignatius, I don't know, but all of a sudden, Mediema, they seem to have lost steam, eh? They started very well. They were leading at a point about 9 points. But now, it's just a point between Mediema and Gold Stars.
Let me borrow words of my former boss. What's his name? He came to coach Kotoko. He's now the coach for Enyinasi team. What's the name? The new
Nurudina.
No. The Enyinasi team now.
Enyinasi.
Not Kerala. The team that is in Enyinasi now. Basake.
Johnson Smith.
Johnson Smith. He says that it's a marathon.
It's a
not
marathon.
A race. He says that the league is a marathon, not a race. Yeah. And I asked him, what is Ignatius race? Yeah, pain. You are there. Marathon there, gradually. See, it's about the time you pick. They picked so early when the other teams were not picked.
But when they should continue picking.
No, you cannot pick always. So at the point is after you pick,
just be on that pick stage.
After you pick, it's management.
Okay.
And that's where the problem comes with a lot of Ghana Premier League teams. When they pick, they start to drop. You know, when you pick, you are supposed to plateau. You understand? So now you manage draws and win. That's what
Arsenal is doing.
That people don't understand. So when the other teams are also peaking, let's put in perspective. The first thing is that for Gold Stars, they were their own problem. They were on their enemies. When they sacked Frimpong Manson, that is where they got it wrong. But then after this coaching comes in, their quality has come to the bear. So I tipped them I was tipping them earlier to win the Ghana Premier League. But Mediama,
that means that they'll be defending the title, eh?
Yeah, they can because when you look, because they have a game against Mediama themselves in Mediama. Mediama has a game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Mediama has a game against House of Oak. Call all of these 3 matches draw. On the fair balance, call all of these matches draw. It means that they have 3 points out of 9. No, as for Heart of Lions now, they have lost steam. And so Mediama is in big trouble. Big trouble. But it's about their management. Don't be surprised. That's how the Ghana football terrain is. Don't be surprised. See, there are a lot of factors in Ghana football. One of the bigger factors that people have not checked is our traveling. Look, teams don't win away matches.
But then it affects all the clubs. It affects all the clubs.
So it is about how you travel. Some, for example, just check about where Mediama is. They travel to Tamale. It's not the same as what do you call them? Babian Gold Stars traveling to Tamale.
Karela will go to
when Karela travels to Enyinasi, back to Karela, in Tamale, to Accra, be sure that in those 3 matches, if they are not careful, they are losing all the 3 matches. See, when people say they don't see good football in Ghana, I always say that there are a lot of factors that why we are not seeing good football. Players even come tired. I'm telling you, Dela, I've been in the Premier League.
I know.
Players even come tired. And you can feel for the players. That's why when you look at our football, by the 60th minute, the tempo has dropped too much. And I always say that those of us who go to the stadium to watch the matches, they have to find some money and pay us.
In fact, Karim Zito made this. He touched on this in one interview some time back.
You remember?
I think we didn't take him that serious.
You remember when
he spoke about the traveling?
You remember when Ogum came
what
to
they
Kotoko?
go through?
You remember when Ogum came to Kotoko and they won the season, the league in the first season? You remember? They were traveling 2 days before a match. Yeah. So you travel on Friday, go there to sleep, then train Saturday in the evening, then go to play the match. That's how they won the league.
So Zito was complaining when they put when they fixed some FA Cup matches in the midweek. So he was playing matches on Sunday and then Wednesday.
Yeah,
and so the boys, they don't even have time to even train at all.
I'm saying that
they are traveling.
That time, I always also blame Kotoko management for that time. How do you accept that we went to play Africa, so we have
outstanding
games, and you are playing all the outstanding games in one match?
In a stretch.
Whilst you are playing
in the league,
in the main one. No, you cannot win matches. You can't, because at the end of the day,
the boys will be tired.
You play on Sunday. You do record. That's the problem for Mediama. And look, teams cannot go and sleep. Teams are not Kotoko. No, for example, Kotoko can travel to Sunyane, and one supporter decides to host them. The other teams don't have it. House of Folk can travel to, say, Tamale, and one supporter decides to host them for 1 day.
Yeah.
You understand? Mediama and Co don't have it. And that's the problem. And that's the biggest problem. It's the travel arrangements, and the timing for even our league. The players are already tired by the travel, Dela. And then what happens? We go to play a game at 3 p.m. Dela. Warm-up starts at 2:10 for 30 minutes. 2:10. Dela, think about it. You know the weather now. 2:10.
And
look at the sun.
The warm-up is very aggressive.
Look at the sun.
You want them to, heat up before the game.
Exactly.
So you will definitely do that, because if
look,
they don't
the first time I went to
it's
play,
going to affect them when they're on the pitch playing. So.
The first time I went to play a game in Tamale at 3 p.m., I didn't know whether to warm up or whether to go into the game and play. Because me, myself, the coach sitting in the room, I was warmed. Me, the coach, sitting in the room, I was warmed. I didn't know how to tell the players to step. Players is trying to get onto the field and they come back. Boy, they will tell you, boy, hit me the annual. We eventually warmed up 10 minutes. We were beating 4.
It will have an effect.
10 minutes. We were beating 4-0. First half, 4. No more try 4. I'm telling you. First half, no more try 4. So all of these factors are going. You might say it is not one club, but every club's ambition is different.
Yeah.
If you have a club that wants to stay in the league, his ambition is different from Mediama who wants to win. But they travel. Mediama travels more than the other clubs.
Okay, so let's look at the rest of the matches. But Kotoko is traveling to Karela. They are going to Tamale.
If that's my case, and talking about Karela, my coach, my boss,
Nuruddin Amadou.
I have to give him more fans though, because
they also travel a lot.
Yeah, from Tamale. Go to Enyinase, go to Takwa, you come to the shortest distance. The last time I spoke to the shortest distance they do is from Tamale to Techiman. That's the shortest they do.
Yeah. No, this time they don't even go to Techiman. Maybe the shooters will be Wenchi.
Yeah, and that's almost like 6-7 hours, right?
Yeah, because you have to come through to Techiman before you go for
go through Ekintan, Port Techiman, and go to Wenchi. That's almost 6-7 hours.
This traveling argument. But is this the first time these teams are traveling?
It's not.
Well,
but in the olden days, the roads were not any better than what we have now. They used to have worse roads at that time.
That's another point.
No, because again, yes, it's a good point, but the changing in football. Olden days, actual playing time would have been what? Maybe 45 minutes. You were talking about Arsenal's actual playing time. Yeah. Now the football actual playing time has moved to 60 to 65 minutes on the regular TV that we go to see. So if I come to watch Kotoko and Karela, and the actual playing time is like 50 minutes, I'm getting angry. I'm getting frustrated. The next time I'm not coming to the stadium. The football is too slow for me.
No. I'm looking at it in terms of the impact the travels is having on the.
That's why in the olden days, Kotoko and Haas were the only ones winning the league.
No, but
don't forget.
But the other team, olden days, Kotoko and Haas, no. But we used to have Olympics and the other teams also competing. They also competed.
Cornerstones.
They were not winning the league
but they were also competing, just like the so-called lesser class were also competing now. But during those days, we used to have quality football. I mean, they were traveling just like. Because RT was there. Even that time, they had a lot of teams scattered all over the country. The teams were traveling. Why?
No, have you talk. Don't mind them.
They used to travel. It's not as if in the olden days, all the matches got played were in Kumasi. They played matches in Kumasi. Yeah. They used to go to the north to play against RTU. Huh? They sometimes even go to WA to play against.
How many teams were in the league at the time?
Oh yeah, I mean maximum was 16.
Maximum of 16.
About 16, 18.
No.
We're doing 18 team at that time. Maybe you have to check. But whether it's okay, so you are looking in terms of how many times you have to go. No, but they were traveling. And but the roads were not any better than the roads that we have now.
Even in Ghana, we still do only two competitions.
The buses that they traveled in at that time
were not good buses,
but they were still playing.
So you give me the fixtures of the matches for the weekend. Yesterday, Nations FC defeated Bichin United by 3 goals.
Today on the 7th of March, a day after Independence Day, we have first of Samatex play at home to Dreams FC.
Samatex Dreams?
Yeah, at home. Okay. Vision will stay at home, also invite Brekum Chelsea to play with them. Karela, Kumela Santi Kotoko. That is going to be exciting. A very good game as well. Hearts of Lions will stay in Kpando and invite Red Rock Blacks to come. Mediama also in Takwa. We invite Hoho United. Young Apostles in Wenchi will be playing versus BBNE Gold Stars. Diana will be inviting 11 Wonders to play with them in another Bono derby. And then Hearts of Folk play against Basaka starts at home tomorrow.
House of Folk in Accra, they are
tomorrow.
very inconsistent. I don't know what is happening. But Didi Dramani, your boss, what do you make of his performance at House of Folk so far?
I think he has been the reason why House of Folk is where they are. Yeah, but for him, I think House should
be down.
Should be a middle table, below the middle table.
So you say that he's done well?
Too much. Too much. For a club that was not able to recruit. See, one day
but the home form is also still worried. I mean, the last time I got the opportunity to speak to Coach Didi, and I told him I get worried about the home form because there's a stark difference.
Yeah.
And the inconsistency. I don't know if if he could have done something small about the inconsistency, maybe Hearts could have won the league this season. Because after beating Kotoko, the results after that have not been good at all. I think 2 draws or so. And maybe that's where they have to look at. Away from even recruiting, the good players at Hearts of Oak, and he himself, he says it.
He says they are good players. Maybe he tells you the truth. He tells you. Because I look at the Hearts of Oak team that came to play Kotoko without missing words. Trust me.
Oh, they are not the level of Kotoko.
There are only maybe 3 players who can enter the Kotoko team. Trust me. We can go for player to player. Even in the Mediama team. I'm saying it is because of him that, and the House of Folk management themselves know it.
Okay. All right. It's 15 minutes to 9. Let me activate the phone lines now.
But if Kotoko gets to, I'm sure by now Kotoko, they are already in Tamale. We'll be there more.
Oh, they should be in Tamale.
But don't forget, Nuru has won the league before.
Yeah.
Nuru has won the league before. So let's not.
All right. 03-220-83596, 83597. 03-220-83596, 83597. You've heard us speak to Coach Ignatius Osefosu on a wide range of issues in here. The Black Stars, the technical department. The Ghana Premier League is also on. We've also spoken about Andre Ayew, and many of them in here feel that, look, his time is up at the Black Stars. 03-220-83596, 83597. Earlier on, we were having a bit of problems with the lines. Let's see whether we've been able to resolve it. 03-220-83596, 83597. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
Please, my name is Oboima.
Okay. Okay, Oboima, your name. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Dela, please, I agree with the person, one of your panelists who says that he doesn't believe in so much in Kututuado. Dela, sometimes we need to, say the truth. He took us to AFCON. We couldn't qualify for our group, and then he also took us to World Cup, right?
Yeah.
And then we couldn't, qualify for the group. We saw the way he coaches. So why is it that sometimes when somebody is trying to put some people on their toes to do the job for the whole country, and then you seem to heckling the person? To be very honest, I didn't like the way you were treating the person.
Hey, what did I do?
If somebody qualifies the World Cup, you know that looking at how we qualify for World Cup, it's not only the job of the coach.
Okay.
But everybody, especially the ministry and everybody, it is the project of the government.
Okay.
So why are you attributing everything to the coach because he has qualified?
If we lose the match, if I'm asking you, Oboyima, if we lose the match, would you blame the ministry? You will not blame the ministry. You blame the coach. So if you win, you want us to go and give the credit to the ministry. Hey, Maza, Charlie, talk to him before you transfer the calls, please. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Abuakra.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. I'll be your brother from Biposo.
Oh, me understand.
I go last week. Okay, I can't some day na me nyaje pa.
It's a Bishia why?
I am inviting you. Why?
Oh, but also the law come you.
Mate. Okay, let's hear you.
For you, my concern is about the day's involvement or engagement. For his patient, the coming World Cup. He was young. Even the last one that he played, he did practically nothing. His last, that time he played World Cup, he did nothing. So why are we still encouraging people to invite him? Why? He has to use usefulness. There's no need for him again. Let's give the chance to the young ones. That's someone.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Have you seen your person no Kasa? But okay. Hello, who is next? Oh no. Let's see who is next on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Debbie. Sorry. 03220-83596, 83597. What is happening? Sorry. If you're trying and you're having problems, sorry, let's try this one and see. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, okay, Nana Kwagu.
Yes, how are you doing?
We are fine, thank you, and you?
Salute you, sir. You've done well.
Have you gone to the US the last 1 week?
No.
Okay, then let's hear you.
That's and I accept our defeat. Okay. Next year we will rip you.
Don't worry.
Okay. Well, back to the conversation. The whole thing is, I don't understand why everyone wants Dede to go to the World Cup. Let's analyze the whole issue. Is it that Dede is good than the current blaster players or even the up-and-coming ones? Is it good than them? You might be talking about experience, but yes, let's not forget. They are playing, and then much as we are playing, they are good. They will also go and learn and get more experience. But other than that, at least, and then also, you should think about yourself. Because just as we went to the last calf and then trying to do, I don't know, start your page and fanatic team. Look, you bought the money amount, didn't take a I think the same is got. Just relax.
Okay, but Nana, do you know that if Dede should go and play at the World Cup, it guarantees us $1 million?
It guarantees us $1 million.
That'll be his fourth participation.
For what?
For playing in the fourth World Cup.
Oh, $1 million. A better player.
Oh, who said what do you answer, sir? Oh, who said what do you answer, sir?
No. Why do we take him there just because of 1 million Ghana and then he's going to play water?
Okay, what if he doesn't play, but he just goes? He still gets us $1 million.
And then the players that are supposed to be in, at least he just adds up to the numbers, and then someone gets injured, and then he can't play.
Okay, I hear you.
Do we want to win or just go and participate?
We want to win. Money? Okay. All right, Nana Kwaku, thank you very much for your call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dada.
Yes, sir. Your name? Okay, Abri, let's hear you.
Yes, I want to ask Accra supporters to remain calm. And the thing they should do was to go out there and win our matches. We shouldn't be losing the matches like that. We beg them.
Okay.
So they should go out and win the matches. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Abri, for your call. Let's see who is next on the line. 03220-83596, 83597. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah. Mr. Dela.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
Please. My name is Prempe.
Prempe. Okay.
At what time is Ghana playing the World Cup? And then
what time?
Yes, the date for the commencement of the World Cup. And then I heard that our team protocol is going to play Korea. I wish them well, but we have to prepare better. And then the date, if I were him, I would say goodbye. I won't play for Ghana Blasters because he has done his part. He has played with you, and then you are saying that if it goes, Ghana may get what $1 million. The Lana Mabwa. And I think the Lawu who may be at your birthday,
and also you have some food. Okay, all right. Anyway, 03220-83596, 83597. We've got 8 minutes more to hit the top of the hour 9. We shall be crossing over to Joy 99.7 any moment from now to bring a continuation of the news file. All right, Princeton, I think that we can't pick any more calls. It's enough there. All right, so Javier, let me just pick your final words together with Ignatius. Then we'll say goodbye to our listeners here.
No, but for me personally, I think that Dede has given us steam. I mean, he's been around for a very long time. I remember when we hosted the African Cup here, and Claude Ora was our manager at that time. And when he introduced him to the discussion around and the argument around was, but he's paid his dues for the Black Stars and even for under 20 team that won the World Cup in Egypt. And then sometimes you have to as a human being, you have to know when your time is up. All right. You get it. You have to know when your time.
Across Ghana there will be 9 fixtures. Across Ghana there will be 9 fixtures. 9.
No, 8. One was played yesterday.
So there will be 8 across today and tomorrow. Wherever you are, you go to a center close to you. There will not be much in Kumasi, but I'm sure there will be matches in different centers. If you are close to those centers, let's go. We call it, this is our own. Let us cherish our own.
Okay.
Fortunately, today there is no English Premier League games going on. The FA Cup are not any exciting. So please, let's go into all centers to support these teams pay. When you get to the gate, pay money. Pay money and enter. If you want football develop in Ghana, pay money and enter. Don't go and be like my father, my brother was like this. Pay money and enter and help the clubs.
Okay, so that was Ignatius Oseifusu, assistant coach for the Sudanese national football team. Javier Clemente has been with us here this morning. Joshua also joined the show.
He was our special guest.
He was our special guest, yes. Joshua also joined the shows. Fifi Manfred as well as Fifi Manfred and Steve Zando. All right, and with support from Joel Labi, he's been in charge of our social media handle. My name is Delali Atiase. The program has been kicked off. We are back on Monday morning at 7 a.m. with the Love Sports Center. Then later at 3 will come your way on that same day with Love Sports Blaze.